Boop boop. Hello?
Oh
Boo
my
boo.
gosh,
Hi.
boop. Hi.
I have to
Hi,
press
everybody
like
in chat.
3 buttons on my stream deck, so I'm like making sure I'm in order. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi
I'm glad you
Adam.
enjoyed the sliding art screen. Jenny's done a fantastic job on all the art for thumbnails and stuff for a million years. So it's always been a bummer when it's just used the one time. So it's nice that it's we get to
Okay.
see it again. Stephen Witherwee with a V. Stephen with a V.
See what I
I get it.
Uh,
I'm on it.
That was a good
Nice.
one.
It's good. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I have to write this name down before I forget to do so because that's my brain. Fuck.
I
Where's
would like
my
to get
thingy?
everyone's opinion on what I writ in the current quest, by the way.
Okay.
I was reading it earlier and I think it's so funny.
I say at the end, Nerly is Daphne and yet also Velma. Athale is Fred, Haiku is Shaggy, Oro is Scrappy Doo, and Nugget is Scooby Doo. Is that right? Does everyone feel that that's
I
accurate?
think that's fair.
Yeah.
Initially, I put I put Oro as Shaggy and Haiku as Scooby, but then I was like, Shaggy's the wrong name. It should be Haiku. Haiku should be the Shaggy one.
I think
That makes sense.
Aurora's Scrappy is extremely accurate. In
Yeah.
the nicest way.
Okay. Let's do a very brief recap of what we did last game. Last game we had monk bells gonging in the background, and I've been told to turn them off. But
No more
but,
ambience.
but this time, no bells. In our last game, our party were. I'm suddenly extremely conscious of the lack of sound, and it's actually
You could
it's a
put
bit
on
like
something now.
when you're trying
Go
to
for it.
sleep and you got no white noise. Let's go for day to day. The day to day playlist is playing now. This is called Meadows. So that's on
I
there.
think I
Nice.
can hear that one now.
Good. Right. Yeah, in the last session, we were rooting around in the monastery library of Ogma. And it is the monastery of an organization called Liber Amans. Liber Amans is the monastery where a previous party member, Randall, grew up and learned his tradition of kind of scribing tales long forgotten and determining and writing down tales of the people as they lived. And as we arrived here, we did so through a teleportation spell. We've been here before, and Neroli has the teleportation spell available to her. And whilst we have arrived, we've found it in a bit of dismay. We've realised, first and foremost, the front doors are closed and they've been locked for a couple of weeks now. No one's supposed to be able to come in, and yet here we are. We've also bumped into some members of staff. Some members of staff have given some information, primarily that Master Kulf, the previous headmaster, is dead. He has perished, and it appears to be under suspicious circumstances. Our party, now missing Randall, but in the company of our new wizard extraordinaire, Ethale, are trying to figure out what the fuck happened to Master Kulf, at the same time as identifying what mysterious esoteric textbooks have been taken away from these hallowed halls by whom we can only imagine is, at the very least, linked to the murder of Master Kulf. At the moment, we are aware of at least two things. The first is that all of the books that have been missing from shelves are identified through a piece of equipment that Haiku currently has in their possession, called the calculator, and it's like a logbook that is of mechanical nature that is allowing us to identify which sections are missing books, but not what books are missing. It's not complete. So we're going through some manual audits to identify which books are missing. The second is that we found a wonderful little textbook in the last one where we were trying to leaf through some tomes that talked all about the Raven Queen that Ethale seemed very interested in to begin with before actually reading it and thinking it was a load of tripe. What else have we got? We found that half of our Scooby-Doo crew, the mystery gang, went over to where Master Coult's body
This
is.
damn dog is so cute. I can't. Look at his little tongue out.
This is the one I was talking about who has just the giant ears. Lori, come here.
Oh, he's like a bat.
Look at how big his ears are. He's Nugget.
Oh, he's
His
big as a
ears are
bear.
as big as my hand.
Oh my gosh, those are huge.
He's
That's
a
very
big
cute
boy.
doggo. That's a very
Yeah.
cute doggo.
Oh, here comes the other boy.
Saying he's cute. Look at me.
Yeah. Are you cute too, Yeti? This is the Ori and this is Yeti.
Oh, it's
Oh,
just
no,
like
this is
old
Clem.
times.
This is Clementine. I'm sorry. She and Yeti kind
I
of
love that they just kind of stare at you.
They just really they really like me a lot. Sorry to distract.
That's
Yeah, sorry,
okay.
I had to say it was the tongue out. I couldn't hold back any longer. I had to say something.
I'm trying to remember where I was at.
Split
The
of
other
gang.
half of the Scooby crew, the mystery, whatever, I don't know.
Mystery Inc.
Okay, all right, them. Had found Master Coult's body in his office and were doing some investigations. They identified that a ring box was missing its ring. That ring appeared to have like an indentation in the velvet on the inside that indicated that the ring originally that was in there originally rather had a seal upon it, the seal of the royal family Oboskier. They also found a secret compartment in the drawer that had letters in it from people in Suzail, either for the purple purple dragons or the Overskier royal family. We're gonna get nothing done today. Oh, it's so cute.
I
Though.
started muting myself because she was whining at me, so I called her up here. Now she's like, I want pets. Come here. Come here.
Oh my God. Wait, I wanted to watch us play.
My
before.
God.
It's like, what's this? What's this?
What's happening? Why are you staring at it? Instead of me, you should be staring at me. Hi, baby. Can you sit? Flip. Hey, sit. Can you sit? Yeah, that's a good girl. Here we go. Sit down.
It's the Clem show now. It's the Clem show now.
This is
I've made my peace with it.
Yeah, this is very much her. This is her modus operandi. This is always her in my lap, no matter what I'm doing. There, now can you calm down? Thank you.
And we're okay with it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna make our days bright. What
Now they leave. Okay.
what was I saying?
I've gone from 1 to 3 to 0 dogs. You were you were talking about
Ring.
Yeah, there was a
ring.
ring. There were some
Oh,
notes saying that the purple dragons and or the royal family were trying to get certain books banned. You couldn't figure out which books were being requested by whom. So it was like you could make special book orders, or you could ask for books to be banned through this letter system that Master Coult was receiving secretly, apparently. I think that's pretty much it. You've identified one book that is missing so far. It's called The Chains of Godor.
Yeah.
Currently, we're still investigating the body, and we are going around the forbidden sections to identify books that are currently missing. We did it!
Yay.
We finished the recap. Now let's do our prompts. That won't distract us at all.
we made it through the recap with Pupmageddon.
Prompt was... Someone tell me.
It
Someone
was.
The dogs broke it.
The
Cheers,
dogs
Clive.
broke it. Things have changed a lot for your characters in the last several months. What is something your character misses or remembers fondly from past times and you can't say Randall? Is the specification there?
Anyone volunteering?
Oh, my mind went for Oro to be kind of like missing the monotonous nature of circus life. And like, although it's like weird to some people, it was like a nice weird, and I was used to that weird. So now this weird where people seem to be dying a lot and there's like a lot of more stakes at the line than me tightrope walking and like fighting a giant as pretend. It's like, this is too much. I miss the boringness of the circus. It was safe.
Fair enough. When things go awry at the circus, it's part of the act.
Yeah. And there's popcorn there always, so not popcorn adventure.
Interestingly,
Green
I had,
caramel or popcorn.
at the top of my list, I had just simpler times. Followed by a weightier shell.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think Haiku's going to stick with the lighter shell? Vitamin D Haiku?
I think what's gonna happen is Haiku is gonna start collecting things and get grouchier over time, and eventually one of us is gonna put together that Haiku has been so grouchy because they're vitamin D deficient, and it's gonna end up being a conversation.
Yeah.
Or an intervention.
Just start
Well,
slipping vitamin D supplements into all of the rations.
Often depends how many items the D&D puts in, the DM puts in front of us. Just saying.
That's true.
True,
I haven't
true.
put an awful lot of them in front of you. The useless ones, at least. I mean, the interesting,
Highly collectible
Highly
ones.
collectible.
shelfware.
Yeah, maybe we'll keep it low just so that we have vitamin D Haiku forever. Someone else.
So,
go
go ahead.
Nope,
I was
apologies.
just gonna say I basically had the same answer. Like what I was picturing for Neuralee is how much easier it was when she was just on the run from the Enclave. You know, like we could finish a quest and we got to go back to our big fucking mansion and I got to pet a dog and you know, like we were taking care of Evelyn and things were just much like the problems were all so much smaller that at the time they seemed like bigger deals, and now that we have more knowledge it's like overwhelming, and so at simpler times was like basically the same answer, except like not simpler times like they were actually simple and easy, but like the perspective of problems being so much more small.
Yeah, totally get that. Hi, Miguish Gambino.
I like that.
So I think Athales is probably a similar theme, but it's kind of the magic of this plane is kind of lost now. Almost like if you imagine like Christmas magic for children, which if there are any children watching is completely real, but that kind of like mystery. It's a lot more. He's been here a lot longer now and kind of understands it, and this seemed like a wondrous place compared to the Shadowfell when he came here as a child. Like this plane.
And that mystery and the wonder is it? I mean,
It's like
how does
it's still like there's still mystery, but it's not like magical mystery, which is weird for like a you know a place full of magic. But
I'm really interested in, and I think this should come out through normal RP. So don't answer this question, but I'm really interested to hear what comparisons Athale would make between the life that you guys lead now and life in the Shadowfell, and like whether it would be everyone's miserable there, but I'm kind of miss it, or if it's just everything's shit, it's horrible, oh my god. I'd be interested to hear about it, but I think it should come out through character development. Good stuff. Right, wonderful, excellent answers as always. What are our thoughts about what's happening at the inn this week? Our business venture.
I did have some idea, and then Jack said he had an idea, but it wasn't an idea that everyone would like.
Yeah, but it's a backup. So if someone hadn't had one, I would have gone with that one.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So we can avoid the bad outcome as long as we have other ideas.
That's a way
it's a
to get us.
motivational
When
tool.
you say it like it sounds like some kind of like threat.
I'm also intrigued as to what it is. But we're all gonna hate it.
I mean,
I think
we'll
it's going to be
figure out.
something that costs us a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. My idea was like a pre-Valentine Day like craft evening that everyone can come to. And like there's a section where people can like make cards or like paint pottery or just drink or, you know, like whatever they want to do to like get some money in.
I like it.
A lot of money.
think it's
Maybe it's
cute.
really successful.
Yeah.
Goes really well.
It's all diamonds. They buy so many diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah. You know, Valentine's
diamonds.
diamonds.
Glitter doesn't exist in this world. You just glue diamonds to paper, to construction paper.
It's
You
just
guys.
powdered diamond. That's all it is.
With your incredible business venture, make a whole 11 gold.
Whoa, that might be the most gold we've ever made from this business
Wow.
venture.
Wait, were we
I know we did it.
selling
We made
diamonds?
16 and 17 and 14, so it's up there, but it's not the most.
I did roll 3d10 and got an 11.
Oh my god.
That makes it hurt
Wow.
You
This is the
count.
last one, by the way. This is Yeti.
Oh,
Ah,
oh
yes,
so
He's the
noble.
oldest
Pleasure.
Oh.
Very
He puts
proud.
his hand on me when I pet him.
It's like, don't stop. What are you doing? Remember, I
Tortu,
am
that's a
here.
cool horse.
That's a cool horse. And he lets me boop him.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Right. So, you guys have made some money. We've done some recap. We've done prompts. We are going to start with the book, people. I'll just pick it out.
Oh, that's us.
Book people.
Dale and Haiku, you guys are currently in the religion section on the first floor. You've done a little bit of poking around. You found some books, and I'm sure there are many more books you'll be interested to find throughout the library. But for now, I think you've run its course. So you're going to continue around the ground floor.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
might as well. Keep going.
Okay.
Nice
Okie dokie.
Go to the next closest section. Unless there are any other books that catch my eye.
Okay, so you walk on northwards towards the forbidden section for magic and arcana,
Ooh.
which is an interesting one, perhaps. And you find yourself. I'm gonna move your little token up there just a little bit, just for my own tracking. You guys are there. Nerly and Oro are not. Where are you guys? You're on a whole different floor. I'm putting you off the map just for a sec. And you find all sorts of books. Could you roll me an investigation check, please? Either of you, or both of you, if you fancy.
I think
What?
we'd both be looking. Right?
Yeah.
You get advantage because you've got the calculator on you.
Shit.
There is a missing book here. Just have to find out which one it is. Jiminy
What?
crickets. Plus 10. I did not set a high enough DC for you.
The Thale is still just like scolding about the stupid book that he read. That's clearly
Yeah, he's clearly
Garbage.
he's just super pissed off to the point where he's just like, yeah, because you put it right back on the shelves, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you didn't even like tear out a page or like spit
Nope.
on it or anything.
Did you put it back in the right place at least?
Put it upside down.
You did. I remember that.
I'm gonna dump all the knowledge out of the top
Yeah.
since it's the shit.
You've got to follow the Dewey Decimal System.
Okay,
the
so
right place.
you identify a couple of books actually that are missing here with a 22, or rather a 25. So you identify some books that stand out to you. The first being Turbulence in Time. The next being Living Without Life, a Lich's Romance. Third book is Upside Down Magic, WASIC. It's WA6IC. And then two tomes that are currently missing. Necromancy and Dragonkind. And Forgetting the Unforgettable, Mementomancy Uncovered. Those are both missing.
What was the second one again?
Forgetting the Unforgettable, ironically. Mementomancy Uncovered.
I mean, first of all, the Lich one sounds like an horror book.
Also, literally the undead dragon we fought,
Yeah. yeah. The necromancy, specifically for dragons, is quite on the nose.
Not necromancy, but necromancy.
No, the first one is a vampire-based book.
Oh my. So it's just the last two which are missing.
Yes, Necromancy and Dragonkind, and Forgetting the Unforgettable, Mementomancy Uncovered.
I mean, at least to Haiku, that makes perfect sense that they've clearly been, taken and used against us. At least that's the conclusion I'm choosing to come to.
Yeah. With an investigation of 25, you also notice something whilst you are making your way through the tomes and looking for books. You notice that there is one tome in particular that is out of place, and you've seen it maybe more times than you'd imagine. This one is definitely in the wrong spot. It's called Recipes for the Everyman, Croquembouche and More. It's in the wrong section, but you've also seen it a couple of times within this section alone. It's almost like you've followed it along throughout the. You've been reading titles on the spines, and you see this book, Recipes for the Everyman, Croquembouche and More. And then you continue reading through the spines, and you see another one, and it's the same. It's the same copy of the book, and you kind of just like, someone's put this in the wrong place. That's weird. It's a lot like this book, and you go back to look at the first copy, and it's gone.
Oh, okay. So it's not like there's just multiple copies. There's seemingly one copy tailing us.
It appears to be that way.
Okay. I mean, what section would it normally be from? Just.
So you've spent some time here at the library in the past. You could probably assume that it is in the agriculture and food section is where it would belong.
It seems to be following us. I mean, Thale, have you noticed this book?
Which book?
It's the Recipes for the Everyman. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the rest of it.
Right, I'm fucking it up every time I say it anyway. Croquembouche.
No.
I think
I might have had enough of books today.
You are muted, KD.
I was just talking nonsense anyway. It was like every time you say it, I just hear Rochambeau, which is not at all what you're saying. So
Not even close.
I mean, I feel like it's following us. As in, I saw it over there, and now it's not over there. Now it's over here. They both timed in the wrong position, which is even more annoying.
That is strange.
I want
Perhaps
to
you should read it.
Yeah, I have the overwhelming urge to read it. And if you suggested it as well, Athale, I mean, that cannot be, seen as a rash decision on my
Well,
behalf.
Seems it wants you to read it. Otherwise, why would it keep appearing to you?
No way you want it to be.
I have not seen it.
Getting flashbacks. Book.
I was gonna say
A book
I'm not
wanting to
there,
be
but
read.
we have a really great track record with books that really want to be read by us so
Mhm.
far.
Or mushroom people who've read books.
Good lightning
was-
strike twice.
Haiku was very anti-Randall reading that book when it happened. Like ringleader anti-reading the book.
Yeah, but Randall's not here now. So what
type
would Haiku
of
do?
thing. That makes it even worse.
What would vitamin D haiku do?
We're indoors, there's no vitamin D here.
Oh, vitamin D Haiku, I don't think wouldn't read it.
Wait, so are the like not? It's not just the grumpiness; it's the like decision-making tree that goes out the window without the vitamin D too.
They are somewhat linked. This
Oh,
also
that's
has
fair.
the whole undertones of thinking about Randall too.
Hmm.
What if
Experience.
it knows something about what happened here?
I mean, why would this book out of any other book? Why would it be this one? It's called
is.
Recipes for the Everyman. not even a good title.
It is nondescript.
It's not even. It's aimed at one specific, subsection of the world.
Perhaps no one else would bother picking it up for other reasons.
Can I just roll a dice to see if I read it or not? I don't
If
think
you'd
I
like
can
to, yeah,
make
of
a
course you
proper
can.
decision.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like it
Yeah.
can swing either way.
It's always and flip a coin, whatever you want to do.
Alright. We'll go on a 1 to read it.
You rolling like a D2?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
It's a 2.
Sure.
I will take it. I'm not gonna read it, but I will take
Oh.
it. Maybe
Okay.
I can get
So you
someone to read it on my behalf.
Get the safety of the rest of us there.
Someone with a higher wisdom save.
Oh, wait. Who is that? Wait, who is that magic item, isn't there?
Which one?
What magic?
There's one which it's a pair of goggles, and you can use on a tiny servant and you look through their perspective. Like there's now a whole trail of thought going.
I'm not
Can't
reading
possibly
the
affect
book.
me if I'm watching it through someone else's eyes.
This is exactly the kind of technicality wizard bullshit that absolutely happens in this world and absolutely does make spells not work how you would think they would.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take the book. I'm gonna mull this one over.
What if you'd make the book the tiny servant, and then get it to read itself
Shit,
to you?
Itself.
Wow. Stand in front of a mirror.
Oh, but it would all be backwards. That would work for the upside down one.
Wasik. Wasiksik. What do you want to do?
Can I have a look at that one? The upside down one.
Sure you can.
I'll turn it the other way up and see what it says, because I can't work it out.
You turn it upside down. What, the Wasiksik?
Yeah. I should have written it down, but I didn't.
It's in chat. It's the word magic upside down.
It's not even rotated, it's just outright reflected.
The entire book is written thus.
Oh.
No.
Just idly flick through it. I was
Give me an intelligence check.
oh.
Great intelligence.
Oh.
But you
That's-
can't read it upside down in that form because it's backwards.
If you're smart enough, you can. And a fail is able to. Sure enough, this is a book full of magic.
I can remember this.
What I would like for you to do is to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's not good. Yes. That is not good.
No, it's
You're gonna-
happening again.
you're gonna be
Maybe
ripped.
you should
Immediately.
read your book.
It's immediately.
Is
Is it me? Is this my curse? Is this my D&D curse?
Right now.
This
here and
was.
there.
I didn't even
mean-
plan for this to be a trap for you.
This is a library.
This
You're
was.
supposed
It's
to
in
read
the
the book.
forbidden. It's in the forbidden section.
I thought we'd left the forbidden section, to be honest.
No, this is the forbidden
Oh,
section
uh-oh.
for magic and arcana.
Okay.
I mean,
Isn't
Haiku's
it-
right there and could give you a +5. And they're choosing not to. So, I'm just saying.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's not like you choosing not to. That's Jack forgetting to. Yeah, pop a flash of inspiration. I'm not having that.
We don't know what's going to happen. It could
Never
be a
forget,
good wisdom
never
saving
repeat.
throw.
Could be a good wisdom saving.
That's an 18.
You succeed your saving throw. It's an interesting book.
Do I notice anything?
You
Or
as you kind of look away from the book and kind of you make an offhand remark to Haiku, something like, "Oh, it's magic, but it's upside down." You feel like an impulse, like just before the first words come out of your mouth, as if you want to say them backwards. But like as a fun little like a fun little puzzle.
right, yeah, okay.
But
Like a
you
Portmanteau?
you don't let it Pick the best of you.
I would love for the exact same thing to happen to Thale that happened to Ran.
I forgot about that.
Different curse though. He doesn't start forgetting things. Everything just starts happening in reverse.
Oh, didn't Randall have to say everything backwards at some point, or
There was definitely a moment in time where it may have been early. One of you
Was it
guys was
early?
cursed
Someone
with
had
that. It was It was pre-haiku. It was a long time ago.
Ah, PH.
Mhm.
It's PH.
I don't remember if I had to say things backwards, but I know when we met Haiku, I got cursed and couldn't speak common anymore. It was
Mhm.
just gibberish.
That was a different time. Yeah.
Okay.
This was
Get into the deep lore.
God. It was that like offshore wizard place. His name was Kip
Oh, Kip
Yaper or something.
Yaster.
It was a whole thing, wild magic-y thing, where there were those those posters were on the wall.
Oh my god, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah,
Those-
Kip
yeah.
Yaster.
Kip Yates or something like that.
Yeah, Nerdy had to talk backwards sentence order at some point.
I think I went and found a website online to do
Yeah,
it and
you
typed in
did.
what I wanted to say so that I
Yeah.
could read it backwards.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Anyway,
this is this game now, not this game then. So you've found some resources here, some useful, some suspicious, but you've identified some books that have gone missing. Now let's return to our other group. You guys have done a pretty good job of thoroughly investigating this room.
Our like spidey senses tingling from someone's about to be cursed by a book somewhere. I can tell they're reading the book.
Happened enough times to you guys. No.
So we've done all the investigating we can in here.
You've
Okay.
investigated everything you've asked me to investigate. You've investigated.
That's very DM speak.
Yeah.
yeah, it sure is. I also feel like this was kind of like a pretty small, simple room, right? And we've gone through
Yeah.
the desk. We investigated the body and the poison.
Yeah.
I think after we found all the spy shit,
Mm-hmm.
Nerly might turn to Oro and go, "Do you think that there was something that was in that drawer that wasn't hidden that maybe either he took or tried to destroy? Maybe we should check the... Wasn't there a fireplace? There's a fireplace in the picture. Maybe we should check the fireplace?" And that's me prompting your great investigation score and my help action.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna have a little look.
Okay.
Jesus. Wait, was it?
So
default?
she didn't say guidance. She said help action.
Oh.
I mean,
no.
I always guide
No.
it. Damn it. Okay, fine.
So just the 12, unfortunately.
I'm distracted by the dog.
Yeah.
That feels cruel. Cruel and unusual.
I think if you
Oh,
want something
use
to
my
happen,
D6.
you have to say
Use
it.
my D6. The pups want to help.
That's fine. Unfortunately, fortunately for you, the fireplace has been out for some days. It's not currently blazing. And as you kind of dig around in the ashes, you're looking for fragments of paper or anything really that kind of resembles something that isn't just, ashes. You don't find anything to be indicative of.
Well, the stream's died, and then back.
Froze for a second.
Stream died, and then come back.
We did have a bit of an internet wang for a second there.
Yes, it did go a bit funny.
Internet wang while you're live on Twitch. Get banned.
Are we back? I think we're back. I think
Too
we're
much
okay.
doggo. Can't handle
We're fine. We're fine.
Too much fur to
Rory,
compress.
stop licking the wall.
There's not enough bit rate for those ears.
Very for the ears. It took me a second to process because I was watching him lick the wall as you said. Head empty, too much ear.
Delicious. Delicious.
All ear, no brain.
Nothing in
you're
the
no
fireplace looks suspicious.
Okay.
Not with
What
the
about
whopping
up
12.
the fireplace? Like, if I look up into the fireplace, is there anything else?
Ooh, yeah. Like we know
Mm.
he's a spy now. There could be secret compartments anywhere.
Yeah, I start touching
anywhere.
the bricks.
Yeah. Look for hidden rooms and stuff.
Roll me an investigation
And
check.
good guidance. Good.
Oh shit!
No,
Oh my
wait for
God.
it. Oh.
Yeah, surely enough. Surely enough, you find some random loot.
What is it?
I don't know yet. I've
Come
got
on, use
no
this crap
idea.
for haiku. Use this crap for haiku.
Wait, you want the shell to be covered up?
Oh, I just wanted to give you a little present. Feel bad that you lost
Oh.
all your things.
Oh, thank you.
So you press on one of the bricks that looks, I would argue, more sturdy than the others, and it seems to have a little bit of give in it. Enough of a firm push, and you hear a grind as it starts to push backwards. And underneath it, you see that as it kind of extends it into the wall, the brick underneath it is empty and hollowed out. In that brick beneath it, you find a small satchel, which chink, 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 seems to be filled with gold pieces. You also find that there is apparently a compass and a tinderbox.
That's really funny. My hidden secret tinderbox in my fireplace.
How
There
many?
is about that is quite a lot actually. A grand total of 1,100 gold pieces.
We're rich.
It's in a mixture of other coins, but just to make it easy.
Wait, just to double check, you mean like 1100 gold coins, not 1,100 gold pieces? So wildly different numbers.
1100.
Damn.
Not a million.
I'd read out that it was in, like I said, a couple of separate coinages, and I converted it mid-sentence.
Sweet.
Eat a book's page. Randall would do it.
Randall would
Just a book, just straight tearing them out pages. Randall would never.
That's how secretly how Randall got his sustenance. Not rations, just like
God.
He didn't just read the stories, he ate them.
he is the stories.
Novel salad. That's funny.
Nerdy, there's a bunch of gold. Do you have the bag on you? I want to give this gold to the bag.
Yeah.
Maybe we can put it in
I've
the
got the
ledger.
bag of holding. Yeah, definitely we should put it in the ledger ourselves, I say,
Yes,
staring
ourselves.
at docs.
Perhaps someone could put it in the ledger for us.
Yep, there's 1,100 pounds gold for the ledger that we are opening up
Sorry,
and
that's a
theoretically
million
writing in,
miles
right?
away.
That's okay.
Thank you. Couldn't possibly open up another thing on my computer.
I keep forgetting the link is like somewhere and it's not like pinned, and so I keep forgetting where it's at. And I'm just like, I'll
It's
do
a
that
doc's job.
eventually. The doc's job.
I realised I haven't added a Thale to this either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
A Thale also doesn't have any
Homework.
money.
It's because
He's
the
got
Thale's
no
got
money?
loads of his own money.
Oh yeah,
He's got no
the Thale's
party.
loaded. The Thale's loaded.
Oh.
I'm assuming Aether will be paying the completionist entry fee.
I think Athale's already joined and has signed no contract, so your contract lawyer is gone. So yeah.
Oh no, you're so right.
I wasn't thinking about it more as a contract. I was thinking about it more as just, a threat of violence. Beat you around the head with a book.
I'll open that one and make you read it.
Oh no! Hold it open.
I think after finding the one secret compartment, Nerly would push to look for more secret compartments, just, see if there's any more spy shit we can find. And that's pretty much everything that we would need to do in this room that I can think of.
Sure. Well, given that the book people have had quite a long bit of lore-y stuff in the previous session, if you wanted to move on to another room or another task or another thing encounter right now, what would you do next? You're currently in investigation mode, so you've investigated the place where Master Coulth's died. You've identified that there's a key item in the room that could have been associated with his death is the kind of cup that is on a saucer on a footstool next to his sofa.
Yeah.
And that is your key bit of evidence so far.
I think the next thing Nerly would do would be to try to figure out what type of poison it was.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
Well, we've identified that as a poison, and I assume that there are some properties to it that help me identify it. And so, since it didn't come to mind, I would just go into the vast wealth of knowledge
Sure.
at my fingertips here.
Okay. So there is the. Where else we can go? You suspect that you would most likely find some assistance in the druidry and nature section, which is, funnily enough, right outside the door.
Perfect.
So give me a investigation check.
Oro, can you help me look for these books?
Yeah.
That I need on this poison. And I'll guidance Oro as well.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
23.
These guys are rolling well. This is what it looks like to roll high numbers and do well, just to clarify. On the other side of the table, we've got people who get high numbers and roll low because they have absurdly high modifiers. Okay. Here you find a number of books. The first is Sentient Fungi and How to Befriend Them. Beer Mating Dance Rituals for All Species. Bats and Cats, Beatboxing for Beginners.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Warding Sigils of Tethys Dunes. And Basic Arcane Tactics for Druids Friends, Rangers Edition. You also find a basic tome, a primer for potions and poultices. Potions, poultices, and poisons. So you apologize.
Well, that seems like a good place to start. And then maybe the Druid Ranger book afterwards. If you want me to throw the ball, you have to give it to me, not put it on the floor. Do you hear her whining in the background? The ball is on the floor in front of her, and she's like, hello, please.
They're entitled.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to
Okay.
read the poisons book, I'll read this book real quick, and I pick up the beatboxing book.
Bats and Cats.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Absolutely.
absorb.
Could I, because of what I'm looking for in this book, instead of rolling investigation, could I roll medicine?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And
I'm
with
a guidance
advantage.
myself. Yes. Thank you. Advantage. Oop. Come on, page. There we go. Medicine.
Oh my goodness, thank God for the advantage.
For real.
Sure
And
enough.
then guidance. 23.
You do find a chapter that you find to be fairly convincing, and actually the symptoms all line up quite clearly with what you've just seen. You suspect that you would have even copped onto this a bit faster had you not covered your mouth and nose as you entered the room. You suspect that the poison that was used is akin to fantasy cyanide.
Yikes! So an uncomfortable death at that. Okay, I'm writing that down.
Do I learn anything about beatboxing?
You are a very quick learner.
Yeah.
And you pick up beatboxing immediately. This is only beatboxing for beginners, so you've officially completed the book and are a beginner beatboxer.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm also trying to teach Nugget at the same time because I figured because it says bats and cats that maybe Nugget
Right.
can also get involved.
100%
With it.
love that. We're going to say that Nugget is able to understand the gist of the concept, not do it very well, but can make some screechy bat noises in a fashion that sounds almost rhythmical.
I'm just
Amazing.
really good at scratching the record, though.
Turns out he's really good at beatboxing. It's all ultrasonic.
Yeah.
Right, you guys keep thinking about what you want to do next. We'll go back to our other group. You guys, where are you? You're on the other floor. And you've just explored the Magic and Arcana section. Are you continuing around to the next section?
Yep. Gotta find these missing books.
As you move around, you move through the self-help section. As we go, do let me know if there's anything.
Neither of us need that.
No, I think that's actually one you've read already because it's the one with getting buff. Why bother? And you continue around. You see the next section where you would expect there to be a forbidden section because it's the sections that tend to have these like C shapes. Is not a forbidden section. It's the landscape section that you passed previously. That has Torrel's Bottomless Pit and Chult - Jungles and Dinosaurs, as well as Rolling Down Hills, Safety Second, Speed First.
That sounds kind of interesting, that one. I mean, the Chult one does too, for the sake of history, but I feel like someone with a shell is
Yeah.
now less hindered than normal.
I mean, you're welcome to borrow it. I'm sure it's a library.
Yes, I would like to borrow that one as well as to
You
for every man.
stroll through. You stroll through. Do keep a record of the books that you're borrowing as you go around. You must go to the
You have to
reception.
return them.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
it's a big dog.
Snoot.
Or a
Mostly
wee
Snoot.
small. Is it a big dog or a wee small?
Or is it a close dog?
Oh, I got a kiss. Victory.
Just happy to have company and fussing. There are 2 more sections here. You go through the concourse and you bump into the history section, in which you find 3 tomes that pique your interest: the Era of Upheaval, the Second Sundering: and other non-canon events. Elves and humans have always got along. Just lovely. Some of those are mostly jokes for D&D nerds in the chat. You move through this next section, another C-shaped section that is not a forbidden section. This
What's
one
even
is
the point?
just the section is called People, and it has a few
It's
tomes.
biography section.
It's the biography section. It says Elminster and Mistra, 2 peas in a pod. Raedra Oberskier, up and coming. Perigost, not a very nice guy. And Cyric,
Wow. I
the
don't think we
man
need to read
before
that
the
one.
god. As we continue moving around, we find another forbidden section. It's the last forbidden section of this floor. This one, forbidden section, History and People. The tomes that you find in this particular section. Oh, actually, I'll have an investigation check for you on this one.
Sorry, I'm banning Cyborg from the chat.
Do I still get an advantage because I've got the thing?
Okay, yeah. Jesus. Okay, yeah.
So
So
is that too.
Thale's there too. Listen, you had your moment of dispelling the magic that got you in there. That was one thing, okay? Don't worry, I've got some other stuff planned for you. Dragons are literally tied to the creation of the universe. An essay on why not to sleep with them.
It's a bit on the nose.
That one was written for the bards.
Yeah. And with your
Written by
nat
a bard.
30, you find a surprising selection of fan fiction written about the Oberskier family, the royal family of Cormyr, and it is missing one book. It is missing the final poem in the series. Whether or not you know where that is up to you guys and your memory.
I know where that is.
But there is one notable addition to this collection that is not Oberskier royal family, but is a fan fiction. Oro, could you give me the title of a self-made, self-written, authored fan fiction that Oro has written?
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. To open up the tome.
There is a copy of one of the books that Oro has written in here.
Oh,
It is
my
not.
God.
It does not appear to even be a first edition.
What do you mean it's not a first edition? Erotica D&D books. I mean, that's what it's called. Romp in the Sails
There you
is the
go.
one.
And it's a non-first. Has Oro even given permission? I'm going to pick this up and take it to Oro for further investigation. If this is being printed without Oro's permission, that ain't right.
Do you think there's significance in this missing book here? The Oberskier one?
But I mean, it's fan fiction, so I have a hard time believing there's any significance in it. It's not like it's a fact. Just made up.
Is it missing on the calculator?
No.
So wait. So the
So, I mean-
calculator thinks it's there, but we can physically see that it's not.
No, as in it's like the calculator doesn't think it needs to be there, but you can physically
Oh.
see that the series is incomplete.
So someone has taken it out online.
Oh, it's a library. We'd assume people have.
Yes.
No, each to their own.
Why does Docs? Why do you know who has that? What is?
Because I remember things.
Oh,
Wait, should I remember, or is it pre me?
Oh,
Could
that's a
be-
good
could be
question.
pre-you.
It probably is pre you, yeah.
Okay, thank God.
oh, then how the fuck am I supposed to remember? This is millennia ago.
Yeah.
We're not there anyway, so
Yeah, you're all right. There is one final book section on this floor. Agriculture and food.
Oh,
In this section, there is How Make Food by Ogre Hate Common Tongue. Why even write name? Who care?
That's quite the parents did not like them.
There is also one more book here, or another book here called Upstart Veggies, Artichokes and Other Fancy Greens. You can see that there is a book that's been taken out that has been borrowed called Making Moves, New Methods in Dairy Farming. And sure enough, you see Recipes for the Everyman, Croquembouche and more.
But isn't
Wait,
that not the book you
I
are
took it.
holding?
It's here on the shelf.
I took the book from earlier.
I know you did.
So it's the second copy.
I'll take it.
Yes.
Okay.
You
I'll
pick
take
it up.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
So
It's-
I've already got one. It seems.
This is strange.
What if someone else wants to take it out?
Just open the book and look inside the book.
It appears to be a recipe book.
This is a recipe book. Perhaps we are making things up. I mean, it is not unusual for a library to have more than one copy of a book, is it not?
No, but this one was following us.
Perhaps
was
you were just
following
seeing
us.
things. I mean, there are magical books here, but
Okay, to prove a point, Haiku throws the book over his shoulder as far as they can.
The one that you've got a copy of.
Yes.
You lob it.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna lob it as far as possible
Okay.
in an effort to prove that when we continue walking, it'll reappear.
Okay. So you toss it, and as you toss it all the way down the concourse, and as
you
it
get back to
starts
the
to,
library.
you see it spin and spin and spin, and just before it hits the ground, you see that it opens into a winged paper creature that flaps 2, 3, 4 times before ducking around a corner.
that is definitely a
Oh,
magical book.
that's kind of cool, actually. Shit.
Oh no, that's cool.
Stop it! It's getting away.
Yeah.
Stop that.
He just stares at it as it flies away. Like
I throw the one that
Shit.
I'm holding.
How far are you throwing it?
I'll do the same thing, just like
You just yeet it all the way down the
Yeah.
concourse. Okay. Spins and spins, hits the ground, goes down the floor.
well.
we're gonna have to go get that book back.
Yes. Well, hopefully it
Just
will still be
thrown
the
a book
same.
and it's turned into a bird. Like,
Well, perhaps it was never a book, and always a bird.
either way, it's definitely piqued my interest. I should have opened it.
Have I heard of a creature like this? This feels
You
like
can
a
roll me
mythic.
an Arcana check if you like.
Like a
I will
mystery.
help.
Yeah, I was just like thinking out loud about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the wrong character sheet. I'm like, why does that say 0 Arcana? That's not right.
What character sheet did you have open?
I had Randall's character sheet open for reasons.
Okay.
Oh.
The
For
For
what-
reasons.
What reasons?
It's an 18 plus 8 for 26.
Lovely.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the amount of time that you've spent in various libraries around the Forgotten Realms setting, poring over tomes and learning your craft, you are surprised that you've not bumped into one before now. This is a paper drake.
Sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a paper drake. I have not seen one yet, but I have heard of them. I might remember more soon.
I might remember more soon. They are largely considered to be nuisances when it comes to people who store large amounts of paper, but they can be trained. So when found in their like kind of natural untrained state, they tend to not feast upon, but they will alter things like printed ink at their whim. Usually doing so just because they fancy to make pretty colours and shapes, etc. But when trained, they can tend to be more like protective in their nature.
Go find it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just runs off.
Maybe this is what Haiku's needed the whole time, is a pet.
As soon as
It's
the
the
player
thing.
said this out loud, Haruku's just bolted off. Full toddler style.
Vitamin D haiku strikes again.
It's got so much energy
Right.
now.
Haiku's gone. Let's get back to our other party members. What are you guys doing on the upper floor? As you're kind of you step outside and manage to find yourself to the druidry section to ensure that you find the book that you need. And this is on the so this is the inner circle. I'll put you on the map so you can see where you are, but it's not super duper important. Up here. Where's I've got 2 arrows. No. View over there. No, we do have 2 arrows. We've got 2 arrows. And no Neurali.
Oh.
I'm gone. Oh no.
We
It's
were
like,
all
I'm
Oro all
seeing
along.
There you are.
We were
Just like
all
in Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Take all our masks off. We're
So this
all
is where
Oro.
you
I expected.
just on this upper section up here. You hear the sound of a book being thrown across the floor and slamming into the ground.
Do you hear that?
Who the fuck's throwing books?
Oh no. What
Kind
are
of
we
animals.
doing? Are we on the bottom floor and they're on the top floor?
No, you are on the top floor.
Okay.
Well, you are on floor 2.
Right. I don't know how many floors there are.
You are
So-
aware of another set of stairs that lead up higher than this floor.
Gotcha. Yes, I knew it was haiku. It's not going to be anyone who works in the library that's throwing books around, you know?
It wasn't haiku.
Well, that's actually very fair. It
The one
wasn't
you
actually
said
haiku.
wasn't haiku. Haiku did it first.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we get the canon right.
I think it's one of those like get up and like look over the railing and see like what I can see happening in that middle section since I can see down.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you can poodle over here and have a look down, and sure enough, you can see as you kind of get to this point, you catch the book. Well, you don't catch the book, but you catch Ethel walking over to pick up the book, and you hear the footsteps of Haiku running past underneath you.
No. Can we see what Haiku's running towards?
Nope.
He's under us.
Is the Thale running after Haiku?
It's not running, but like picks the book up and then just like wanders after
Dear.
in like a sort of like a hurry, maybe like a hurried walk, but definitely not running. Graceful.
Should we go down there? Haiku's not usually running.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. I don't, you know, it's good to know what it was, you know, what the poison was made from.
Really quick question before we go down there. In the book, does it tell you what fantasy cyanide comes from or how it's made? Like what ingredients? You don't have to tell me what the ingredients are, just if they're things that I could find lying around the monastery. Or things I
don't
could
know
go
enough
looking.
I don't know about real cyanide. Can't wait for this
I
to be on my
mean-
fucking search history.
Apple pips.
Can I make cyanide with things I find in a library?
Uh-huh. That's something that I joke about all the time. Is like I already know that I'm on like a watch list because
Yeah.
I DM, and I have to look up things like how long does it take a body to decompose, like you know, like how to make cyanide at home, like whatever.
There is context in the book that includes covering its sources, and unfortunately, it is maybe not deliberately vague, but vague enough that it's not easy to follow for make it like a recipe. But you are informed that it can be made from kind of seeds and pits from various fruit.
Okay. I think as we wander around the library, I'm just gonna keep an eye, and anytime we go back into like the headmistress's place or into any of the like general quarters or whatever, to see if there is evidence lying around that makes it seem like that person might have made it.
I think there's one thing I'd forgotten to prepare for.
What's that?
The source of cyanide.
Oh,
Okay, so you guys see them sprinting off underneath you and decide that you want to go down. It's a bit of a long route for you here. You kind of take a north, and as you do so, you go through the forbidden section for food. Here you get you see brains, bone, and booty.
Oh, sounds like one of my books.
How to make candles that don't look edible. And stones, forbidden confectionery.
Is this the AI generated section? What is this?
This is the book drakes
How dare
fucking
you.
with books.
How dare you? As always, it's the forbidden section. The forbidden section for
Oh.
food.
Right. That makes sense.
It's forbidden because they don't want people to eat rocks.
They taste
you
so good
run
on
through-
pizza.
The next section. Are you hurriedly going downstairs, or are you trying to pause to read some of these books? I won't read them out to you if you're not.
We're pausing to read the books. Oh.
Very cute doggies. This section is, in fact, this is not a forbidden section. This is just a section that's called Stories and Song. And in here, you see constals and constellations, the stars of the Purple Dragon Nights. You also see Dris Doerden and other hot drow. I love making nerdy D&D references. And you also see a spot missing in a section named Theses. Theses, not an F.
I knew what you said.
TH. Theses.
Okay.
Now, is this us looking, or is this the?
This is you two looking, so you don't
Okay.
have the calculator, and you note that there's a gap, but you don't necessarily have any idea of what it is.
Okay.
Can I look in the Purple Dragon Knights book?
You absolutely can, yeah. This particular book is, tell you what, you roll me an... We'll go intelligence check, just to see what you get out of it.
Hey, Nerly, would you like to look at this book with me?
Nope.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to help you read this
And I'm
book.
gonna guidance. Nerly is always ready. That's willing and ready is readily. Not here to help.
So this is a book that sort of describes the Purple Dragon organization and focuses on the Purple Dragon Knights. So the Purple Dragons as an organization is larger than just the Knights. The Knights are kind of the part of the order that's responsible for like not just like adventuring, but also the military aspects and more like leadership roles. There are Purple Dragon soldiers, for example. The Knights are like the upper echelons of the Purple Dragon Order. And it kind of explains the first couple of chapters describe a little bit about what the organization looks like, but the rest of it appears to be a quite toned down. When I say toned down, I mean like academically toned down. Like it's like a layperson accessible book that is almost propaganda for the Purple Dragon Knights, where it will tell you these amazing stories, these cool adventures that these Purple Dragon Knights have gone off and done, where it's all very pro, like Purple Dragon Knight. None of them ever do anything wrong. They're all perfect people, and it describes in it something that is interesting to you. Something called grey swords. There's a section on grey swords. Grey swords are people who have retired from the Purple Dragons due to finishing their service, really. Like they've done enough tours, as it were, that they've been kind of taken away from, well, allowed to retire. So they all look, they look like there are images like of each of these individuals like painted up, and you can tell that this is an older edition. This isn't necessarily up to date, so no Garius Sariel in there. But when you get to the grey swords, they're all kind of like greying older individuals, and it's an absolute coin flip as to whether they look like Zaddy or if they look pretty mangled. And you can see that all of the people who are like of higher echelons. So if I got my notes up here, so the higher echelons, pretty much everyone who is like an Ornrian or a Constable, overswords, battle masters, etc. These are like the higher echelons of the leadership. They all look pretty good still. Like they look pretty good looking, and they're all like painted in a way that makes them look really good. Anyone who became a grey sword from the lower echelons, who were actually doing the fighting, look a bit like more weathered. Not necessarily, that makes them not look good looking. They look good looking in a different way, but you can just identify that they've acquired some scars.
Yeah. The desk job versus field agent, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rugged.
Yeah.
This is all propaganda shit, really. Propaganda shit. Woohoo.
Yeah,
that's so
I've heard
great.
people in town call it propaganda.
I'll write that down.
Propaganda. Propaganda. No, that makes it sound like proper.
I mean, Garda in Irish is police.
No,
Huh?
I didn't know that.
Can I flick through the Hot Drow book?
Yes, you absolutely can. Mostly just hot drow.
Is it like centerfolds?
Yeah, it's definitely on the
Drow on a beach.
picture book
Drow on a
kind
desert.
of thing.
Drow working on a
I feel like Nerly's still like flipping through one of the other books she has, but periodically like looks over to see what I was looking
I'm
at.
just like, whoa. Whoa.
It's like one of those sketches where you open the page and it just keeps folding out.
Folding out is exactly what I was thinking, and then like on some of them you have to unfold to the side too. Like the
It comes with a little like magnifying glass that you can have a look at. Oh, interesting. Okay.
I love it.
Fall down to a life-size image.
I mean, it's all animated because it's magical, so they're all smizing, they're all like giving little winks and stuff.
Oh no.
Swaying.
Yeah, wind in their hair.
Flag in the breeze.
Flag in the breeze. Amazing. Amazing.
Okay, we should probably carry on.
Yeah, I want to go see what they're doing to books down there.
Sure. So you stumble down the rest of the stairs, disoriented after getting your head out of the books, and you bump into Haiku with a Thale outside the. Oh no, it's at the wrong floor. It's on the wrong floor. You don't get to know what's on that particular section. Outside the
Gotta go
self-help section. That's where you
How do we always end up here?
We ended up in the self-help section after throwing books and chasing after.
Yeah.
Old roads.
I think the
lead to
universe is
Murphy.
telling us something.
Guess we're just spending too much time on the ground floor. This is where you bump into one another. Haiku has exhausted themselves chasing after something that you're not aware of and has been unable to find it.
Fuck!
You're okay.
Yeah.
Books falling?
Oh, Athel was throwing books.
I
Say it.
was seeing if it was a paper trick.
What's that?
is a creature that inhabits these kinds of places. They like paper. Do they wear paper like a shell?
No, they
So
are
I'm
made
imagining
of.
they're made of paper. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so not
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
so
hermit
they're-
crab.
No, think origami.
Yeah, one was following us to prove a point. I threw it, and then it flew away. And then Athel decided to explain how cool they were.
Well, we did not know at that time, and we were holding the same book.
Yes, I suppose.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's why I am now knackered.
It is this book, if it's still around, by the way. Until holds the book up.
Really takes a really close look.
Yeah.
It's like,
Magical origami after the taste of blood. Sorry. We found a missing book upstairs. If you wanna, because I know you're looking for missing books.
yes, that's what we were doing.
There's so many of them.
Looks at Haiku.
So many of them.
We have found a few missing books.
Also,
already.
I've been sidetracked. I you know.
Yeah.
Did you see anywhere here by any chance? Did you see like flying book?
No.
No.
We'll keep an eye out.
Please
And
do.
if you'll keep an eye out for like a lot of seeds or pits from like fruit, just like a weirdly large amount, or a lot of them
Are you
condensed
hungry?
into. No, I think that's what killed the headmaster here.
Brute.
Cyanide, which comes from seeds and pits.
Oh.
As you're discussing this, you hear the wheels of a small cart coming towards you. It's Librarian Superior Bear.
Hi. Sorry. Hi.
He's so mad that we're here.
Oh, let me get something to magically write on again if we want to communicate with them.
I don't think we. I mean, unless you want to ask about the drakes.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna ask him. Have they seen a paper drake?
Yeah, maybe they're like guard dogs or something. Guard books.
Oh, they have. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Where? Question mark.
They haven't got anything to write on.
Give them a piece of paper from my book and a pen.
That feels like a them problem.
They're not on their desk.
Be
They
prepared.
write down all over the place.
Well, how come I've only seen
Leave
one
them
and it
be.
blew up?
Are they friendly?
They protect the books.
Oh.
Why was one following me?
They protect, the books.
the books.
I'm not a threat to books. What?
Oh, yeah.
They shuffle off.
Rude. What was all that about?
Iconic.
Titanic.
I've got the temptation to frisbee a book to the back of the head as they walk off.
That's
That's old haiku.
not vitamin D
watch that
haiku.
one be another paper drake and just flies off.
You throw it and it just flaps away.
Oh, I just everything I throw turn into a creature.
Maybe it's you. Maybe the power was inside you all along.
Terrible curse.
Wow.
Imagine being an archer and you just
Oh.
you shoot an arrow and it turns into a book or a bird or
Every time you try throw something in a bin, it just like flies off. Okay.
oh god, the amount of trash that would become sentient in the world.
You just got a load of rubbish on the ceiling trying to fly away. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we keep it all nowadays.
Just go around with a net and like try and catch it all.
Empty milk cartons with wings.
And what do you guys want to do?
Atheel's gonna tell the others what books are missing. So,
Right. What list do we have so far?
so far in the forbidden section, we found the missing books of Chains of Godor, Necromancy, and Dragonkind. I think.
Yes.
And forgetting the unforgettable Mentomancy explained.
Basically, all things which make perfect sense considering, what's happened.
Yeah.
I feel like those types of books should be flagged when they're taken out. No, they just.
I'm sure they are for anyone other than a purple dragon knight sent by the crown.
Well, maybe we should start having checks on the purple dragon knights.
Yeah, I think that's something we're going to have to convince them of for sure.
Who
You
watches
should have body cams.
the purple dragon knight? No, no.
You have to have those little
off, doesn't it?
Sending
no.
stones.
You need the little detectors that, like the magnetic ones that you walk through, and they go off beeping if you walk through with a book.
Mhm.
Mentos Mancy for mint enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
Protect the books from being eaten. Fucking Toto. We're not eating books.
Does your calculator thing tell you anything about what the books are about? Because obviously 2 of those are pretty straightforward, but Chains of Godard or Godard or whatever, that doesn't.
Good question for Tom. Nope. It
Okay.
just says where they're meant to be, if they're there. That's it.
There must be something that details all the books and like gives like a brief description, right?
I'm sure anyone here could tell us. We just have to ask them.
How
Where's that
far is Bear got?
Not especially far, but just around the corner.
Are they the best source of information? They don't seem to like us very much.
I think they
Yeah,
just
You
don't like
see
us
them,
talking.
You see them glaring at you as you're talking out loud, like their heads around the corner.
See,
Oh, get over it. You've literally closed this place off to the vast majority of people.
also, is there actually like a no talking rule in this library, or is this their own rule that they're making up?
It's a library, so like a general like sense of hush is warranted, but there's not a no talking rule.
Yeah.
This particular librarian is just very
Grouchy.
zealous, overzealous.
Write it on
I'm
your
proud.
paper again and ask them what that book is about if they know.
I'll write it on my piece of paper and go, "Hey, so sorry to bother you. Just wondering, what's this book about?" And then she writes down, "What's these books about?" She writes down all the missing ones.
And I said, "I don't know. I don't go around reading forbidden books."
Is there anything that would say what was in these books somewhere?
The pages in the books.
Wait. Do we see the book that Randall is tied to? That gave us his
Sorry.
will?
Oh, the grimoire, the remains of the grimoire.
Yeah.
You tell me.
I just don't remember if we did anything with that or not. We don't have someone to send it to keep safe anymore, so I assume we have it on us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm sure it would be in the bag of holding then, right? Because we want it in a pocket dimension. We don't want it seeing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go over into like a corner of the like one of the like aisles of books a little bit away from the interchange that's going on, and I'm gonna open up the book because at this point I assume that whatever sentience it was tied to is no longer there and it's just Randall. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like
Sure.
based on our interactions with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna open up the book and I'm gonna ask what it knows about a book called Chains of Godor.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, this is just the complete ruins of an old book. It is. There are the only words on the page are the final words of Randall.
Okay.
They're not sentient. They're not animated. Nothing new is coming up. In fact, all of the pages are blank apart from the one that it is open to. Oh,
She's
and
like-
all of the pages that Randall wrote about Caspian Kinshire.
Right. She waits for a minute on like a blank page, and after a while, when nothing happens, she just kind of is like, this is actually better because this means that Randall's not like tied to the book, probably. Close it, put it in the bag. Go back to where everyone else was.
Just sort of circling back to the comment Bear made about forbidden books being forbidden. Surely someone will have had to read them to know that they were forbidden in the first place. Can you at least tell us who reads the forbidden books? Because someone have to read them for them to be classed as forbidden. That's a Saki reply before he even turns it around. I am punching this man in the face.
No, you're not.
Just says the word. Just says the word in big, large, like letters. Evil people.
So evil people work at the library to catalogue forbidden books.
Okay,
Or
thank you so much for your time.
You just
Bye.
assume a book is forbidden because an evil person reads it, because that doesn't make any sense.
They just walk off.
I'm so
The most sound they've ever
glad-
made is
I'm
the
glad
deep
Randall isn't
sigh
here.
that they do before walking away.
This library just doesn't make any sense.
It's just that guy. We need to find someone else. We need to find
You
someone
know,
else.
It's crazy to me that you can't
people-
imagine a world in which you are given a list that says this book is banned by someone else, because someone else somewhere has read it or determined that it's evil, and you've been okay, I'll put this on a shelf somewhere.
I don't know if Haiku knows that yet, though.
I think Haiku does
I
now.
think this is a world without like
It's
the
just
world without
stupid.
like internet blurbs, right? So like in our common day and age, we know that a book gets banned because it's really high. As an American, it's really highly publicized, and then you know a little bit about what's the book's about because the news is talking
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
But like in this sort of setting, it just comes down from like the royal
Yes.
family
In this
or
kind of
whatever.
setting, you've got sentient tomes that possess people and books that have, arcane knowledge that's supposed to be hidden away from the everyman in case someone accidentally resurrects or summons a demon or something like there's stuff that needs to be hidden from people.
Yes, but the Grimoire, which was sentient, we had hard evidence, and we could go to someone saying, "We know this book should be forbidden."
How do you know that hasn't happened to these books?
Well, I don't. That's the point I'm trying to get across.
Let's go
There
upstairs.
must be a catalogue somewhere with reasons for them being banned.
So you walk upstairs.
Wait, does Haiku say that out loud?
We're just moving on now, are we?
Does Haiku say that out loud?
Oh, this is
About
a
the
full out loud
reasons?
rant.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna open up the bag of holding and really like clandestinely look at the papers that we took, like the banned list from Master Quilt's office. Do they have any reasons next to it, or is it just have a list?
No reasons, but some of the titles are lists of books that you've seen and you together as a group can deduce that some of the ones are on the list are in the forbidden sections.
I think all that like Haiku's like going on the rant and Nerly just like rustles some paper and then puts it away again really quickly and is like, they don't put why to ban it on the list. But she's like, I'm stage whispering. Like she says that super quietly.
Yeah.
Propaganda shit,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's alright.
It's okay.
Now we'll have a bio break in a moment, but before we do, you got up the stairs because you'd identified that there was a missing book and you wanted to bring the people with the calculator up to see what it was. Sure enough, in the section titled Stories and Song, and a subsection titled Theses, one text is missing, and it is Randall's incomplete thesis.
Oh. Oh.
Well, now this means war. If I didn't already have enough reasons to want to kill Alrius.
Yeah.
She's
Really
still Randall's
good.
back! Did Randall ever tell anybody what he was writing about? Can I remember him talking about like his life's work at any point?
So his thesis was about Caspian Kinshire. He almost certainly brought it up at least at some point during like
Okay.
downtime or something, because your whole kind of arc was, are you exploring Caspian Kinshire? So at no point would he have ever said, "The fuck."
Yeah.
It
I guess I
was-
didn't realize that had happened before, or like I knew it came up in the tree, but I guess I didn't think anything that happened in the tree was really real, or like had
It's-
that much of a basis in reality. But so yeah.
So it's more like the stuff in the tree is exaggerated.
Okay.
But Randall had like a thesis that was very, very loose on like there's this guy who's keeps cropping up in places, but also now seems to not exist. It was extremely loose, and as you guys started adventuring and all this stuff about Caspian Kinshire came together, it started to fall into like a proper
Okay.
pieces of the puzzle falling into place kind of thing.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Docs.
Nope.
No? Okay. Good. Well, on that note, let's have a bio break, shall we?
Yeah.
Lovely. For those of you who are not aware, our bio breaks are very short. We just go off and do our business. We don't have a set amount of time in which we take to do our business, but we have a new addition. It's not the Do Good Penis anymore. It's the Do Good Jack's Face. So we'll go off and do our business, stretch, refill your drinks, that kind of stuff. We'll be back shortly.
I'll run an ad and do something about you. Maybe I'll just turn you around. I should get the Do Good Penis card. I'm gonna put it up here. Red Bull U bingo players. Be right back, everyone. I think I'll just turn you. So, yeah, I'll turn you around. Just shut up, me.
I mean, the good thing about this new picture means I am always the first one back. So I always win.
Hello, sluts.
We're saying it with that picture up, it means I'm always back first.
Yeah. That's fine with me, because I'm not attached to this race.
No, nor am I really. It's usually chat who calls it out.
I've got some pom bears, but they're cheese-flavoured pom bears.
That's not a crisp I've ever enjoyed.
Really?
Nah. We get them in because they're gluten-free. But I'm not a... Nah. You're just so nondescript. And that's coming from, Picky McPick over here.
Great. No more penis. Me when. Actually, I shan't say. The cheese versions are... They're fine.
I had some quavers today for the first time in ages.
These
Oh my
taste a
God.
little bit like quavers, actually.
I was saddened because there was just so few. It was like,
Yeah.
great. I can count 8 quavers.
Better enjoy your 8 quavers.
But if I was to have a second packet, I would be deemed greedy.
Oh.
By who?
Society.
The pom bears are missing a leg.
No, injured. Your fine liner ran out of ink on. So sorry. No more penis. Me when actually I can't say. I shan't. Did you know that
Don't worry.
not only are there
This
like
guy's
really
fine.
solid
Got belly
pom bears-
button?
belly button.
Why have they got a belly button?
Oh,
How
it's
else are they
a
born?
gunshot wound.
Oh.
How else are they born?
Where? Did you know that there's not only are there cheese pom bears now, there are barbecue pom bears? Doesn't that seem like sacrilegious? What do you mean?
Do you remember the other day when we saw there were like new types of ketchup?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, what were they?
It was like pickle or something.
Like pickled
That's
onion?
not ketchup.
No, the pickle.
Oh. Gross.
Like,
That's
of
just a
ket- like,
different. That's just its own
like
separate.
Heinz
concept.
ketchup.
Hmm.
No, like the vegetable. Well, not the vegetable. The pickled vegetable.
Oh,
These are fine, but they're not good. I'll eat them.
Wait, you having the cheese ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
I'll eat them.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as it's not blasting over the microphone.
No,
I
can't
think I
hear.
might be a bit of a snob when it comes to crisps.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of crisps?
I honestly, Max and Spencer's cheese and onion. Sorry, mature cheddar and whatever the other fancier word for onion is.
Whoa.
Shallots.
Yeah, bloody good.
I've never tried those.
Yeah, you might be a snob.
Mm.
Yeah. Or like sensations, caramelized onion.
Jesus. That's incredibly posh. Those are some posh crisp opinions.
So,
Sensations and Marks and Spencer's own crisps is crazy.
we had the Parents' Day on Thursday, and one of my co-workers literally brought in a full spread of party food that they set up on the tables just out of the camera's view. Like literally tubes of Pringles, cubes of cheese, cocktail sausages, like the whole picky tea type of thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, that's where I want to be in 25 years' time.
Did you
Mm.
say tubes of cheese?
Cubes.
Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
What's a
mean,
picky
yeah.
tea?
A picky tea. It's like the remains of the bottom of your freezer. You just put it all together.
Is that a picky
Oh.
tea?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like lots of little bits
Picky
of
tea.
just random
Yeah,
stuff.
loads of little bits, loads of random
It's
stuff.
like
I've never had that before.
Yeah, I haven't had that.
The
until
words picky
weeks
tea
ago.
made it seem like it would be fancier.
'Cause to me, picky tea sounds like something that someone who is very, very picky
Mm-hmm,
acts. Because
No,
I will eat the most basic stuff because it's inoffensive.
No, it's just a large variety, but not much of each individual thing. It's like
Oh.
so
Yeah,
like
it's just like lots of random stuff.
yeah. So like if you went to
Oh, I
like a
see.
party and it was like a cold buffet, that would technically be classed as like a picky tea.
Hmm.
You
I
just
don't
pick
like
and
this
choose.
definition.
Maybe it's more northern. I know,
It
but
just,
dogs
it
are-
just,
I've-
it just
I've heard of
feels, it just feels a bit too nebulous for me. But I suppose that's a lot of British terminology.
or maybe it's a.
And I
class.
guess the point is that there's like the selection is nebulous, you know. Also,
Don't
I'm back.
worry.
I'm just eating a very messy taco, and the dogs are hovering, so I'm gonna keep the camera off for now.
I'm back on the normal pom bears.
Normal pom bears.
Mm. I was eating cheese pom bears a second ago.
Oh.
You know what? I kind of miss the cheese now.
Oh.
This is weird.
What's a palm bear?
The cheese bear.
I was like, wait.
Oh, that's why you're talking about crisps. Crisps.
That's this guy
Hmm.
and his little belly button.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do with the rest of the shape? Like, do they do like inverse pom bears where they have the outside bit?
Oh, like pom bear
Like-
shadows.
Yeah, it's like instead of a donut hole, it's a pom bear shadow. Yeah, you can have it on for free, pom bears, if you sponsor us.
I mean, there must
Please,
be
anyone,
a fair bit
sponsor
of
us.
waste.
Anyone,
Must be a
please.
fair bit of waste when they cut out the eyes and the belly button and the mouth. Like, what happens? What does happen to those parts of the bear?
God.
It just seems. I don't know why you need the belly button. It just seems like
That's not bear
Extra.
otherwise, is it?
I think the belly button is the same reason they started writing some of the chocolate bars' names on the chocolate bar was just to save that much cracker, to save that much chocolate.
Yeah.
Like after 100 Kit Kats, you could make a Kit Kat out of the indentation of the words Kit Kats on each bar.
Because they're not test tube bears. I've heard this. All right. I saw this in chat a minute ago when someone said they're not clones. First off, let's not disparage clone bears. Okay.
I mean, bears are mammals, aren't they? So there would be an umbilical cord, so there would be a belly button, right? Or is my bear?
Let's
depends on
refer to
what-
our.
Depends
To
on what kind of
our,
cloning technology you're like, you know.
Where's Nif?
I was
Where's
gonna
our
say.
bear expert? Where's Tortu?
Oh yeah.
I love that all three of you called for a different person as the bear expert.
So much
So you know
choice.
they aren't made by AI. Listen. Anyway. What the fuck happened?
What did you say?
What are you doing?
Oh.
What the fuck happened?
Oh, Thale goes to Haiku, like, if you wanted to find a catalogue of what books there are, perhaps the calculator would tell you. That has a record of all the books here, does it not?
Wait, what books? What?
Well, if you want to know what is in the book Chains of Godor,
Yeah.
perhaps someone has written a book that describes the books that are in the library for quick reference
Oh,
purposes. A synopsis book,
I see an index book.
an index book, perhaps.
Yeah.
Or like that podcast thing where they condense books into like 15 minutes. So I forgot the name of, so I couldn't make a reference.
Audible on times of 100 speed.
No.
Spark notes.
That's the one.
Very sad.
Oh, notes.
I mean, I can have a look. Looks
There's a
for-
library person on staff named Sparky, and it's Sparky's notes.
They've just read a lot of books.
Mm-hmm.
And have like a
I'll tell you right
photographic
now, No.
What?
That'd be too easy.
Very logical in this library, are they?
Listen, you rolled a shit roll when you rolled Arcana to see if you could figure out anything about the Chains of Godor. This is what you get to live with now.
Fair.
It's your randomly
These are
created
those
map.
consequences you asked for.
I can't even argue against it, but I can't even remember. Whoa, no. Consequences against randomness?
Yeah. You rolled some dice.
Wow.
The dice tell the story.
Wow. So deep.
Could we go back to that section and look at the books around it? And would a book mention their name in it? And we could.
Listen,
a list
there's-
of chains.
There are some people in the party who have not rolled dice to see if they know anything about the Chains of Godor.
True.
Nugget.
Do I know anything about the Chains of Godor?
You roll me either an Arcana or a religion check.
Ooh,
The DC is very high.
I bet it is.
You're the only one
I'm
with
pretty
the
sure my
D6.
Arcana is a 0.
Oh.
I do have a D6. I'm going to roll a religion.
Wait, I thought that D6 was used.
No,
Um.
I said that she could use it, but she didn't use it.
Ah.
Okay, let's see here. Sorry, I'm on a laptop, so everything takes forever. Okay, so religion. I'm also going to guidance myself. So just give me a second while I'm... What did I roll? Whoa!
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Yes.
Come
So with the
on.
guidance, is
I said the
26 high
DC.
enough?
I set the DC at 25.
Ooh.
When I said it's really high, my head was thinking she's gonna need a nat 20.
We
Wow.
did it, Clementine. We did it. It was your luck.
She was literally hovering over me when I was rolling, so good job, baby girl.
Let's think about some context for how you know this knowledge.
My lucky charm.
My lucky floof.
What's new a dog called? Chains of Godor.
Yeah.
I'm inquired about the name because it's strange.
So you have heard not of the Chains of Godor, but of Godor.
Ooh, okay.
You have heard of Godor. You have heard of a story about Godor where this particular individual is the villain. And in this particular story, Godor uses some kind of nefarious magics to try and capture a celestial being.
Tom's face.
I know I look shocked. I do look shocked. It's okay. She's like, what's wrong? I wasn't gasping at you. I wasn't gasping at you.
I do that to the dogs when they are not listening to me. I always go, oh. Do you see her ears go up?
It's okay, baby.
We're just like walking along and we're talking. I think Nerly does that. She like suddenly gasps and she's like,
Hmm.
wait. In one of my lessons, we talked about God, what I think of it because I was thinking about the chains. I didn't put it together at the time when you first mentioned it, but it was some villain who tried to capture a god or like a celestial of some kind, and they had like a magic way of doing that.
You're fucking kidding me.
No.
Maybe the chains are to bind whatever they're trying to capture.
Yeah.
Right, so it's a blueprint.
Yeah.
Makes sense why it is forbidden.
I'm gonna be.
I did roll a nat 20 and I'm proficient in religion.
Okay, you know what? That's enough for me to go with this. In my head, I was like, am I being generous or am I being self-serving because I want to see a shocked face? I might be being self-serving, but you've persuaded me. I didn't require very much persuasion, but you have
Persuasion versus DM. DC 5.
DC was very low.
Hard shit.
You recall, Nurli, the last dream that you had, in which you could hear your mother, and you heard the sound of clinking chains.
Oh
Oh no. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. You can't even end on that one.
no! Yeah, keep going. Only 57 minutes left.
So I feel like Nurli is like going through this and she's talking and she was like, could they even capture a god though? What if it's just like maybe it's your Raven Queen and she stops and she screams. But not like a blood curdling scream, like an anguish scream. And like I think like she puts her hands up in her hair like I always do, and it is like, I haven't been dreaming. I haven't been dreaming. I always dream. And I haven't been dreaming. In the last dream I had, I could hear metallic clinking sounds. He's taken our mother. And she just like leans against the wall and slides to the ground.
Oh.
Hand on shoulder.
Hand on the shoulder.
That's why I haven't been dreaming. We've got to find that book.
Oh, Jesus.
Is there a book written on how to undo those? It's probably just in the same book. We've got to find that book.
I mean, we don't even know who took it out.
It was Alrius. Obviously, it was Alrius.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was the most serious, Nurli voice you've ever heard. You're a fucking idiot.
Maybe vitamin D haiku isn't all there.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be the trade-off? Is like their mood is elevated and so they're less broody, so they're not thinking as clearly. The trade-off. Everything that's happened has been because of his jealousy. He was angry at her for granting Caspian power, for Caspian being able to found the Enclave, for Caspian being loved and admired. Everything that we've learned has been about his jealousy, and he blames her.
Well, can't fucking blame himself, because that would require him to have any thoughts in his head that weren't boo-hoo.
And you said,
Boo-hoo.
our mother. As in, your mother is a god.
Well, celestial being. I'm not exactly sure the precise relationship, but she is a celestial of Selene.
I suppose that makes sense.
Arias is the Jan of the angel bunch. Caspian! All everyone wants to talk about is Caspian. Yeah, I guess I didn't tell you that. It's kind of a long story. I found out when he was pretending to be Garius, or I guess when he was being Garius, he admitted that we were siblings, but we didn't know that Arius existed at the time. So Apparently my brother is, like, really evil. Because of jealousy.
I mean, I think our next step is quite clear then.
No, I can't just walk in the room and make sure he dies. I've got to figure out what he's done and undo it.
Don't know. I feel like that's pretty high up on the list. Let's be honest.
Right, he can die after, I guess.
Second.
Should we carry on looking for some more missing books?
Yes, it might tell us more about what he's doing.
And maybe we'll find some more of those paper little Drakey boys. Maybe we can keep one as a friend. To protect us. You know?
He said to leave them.
Yeah, but if one gets really, like, attached to you, then...
I mean, that.
Yeah, you know.
Your Beastmaster is really coming out right now. Everyone forgets that Oro was first a ranger.
Let's carry on around the books that we haven't read yet, and
Okey-dokey.
look around.
So we're going to do a little bit of a walk around and bump into some more books that we have and have not seen. First off, there's a forbidden section to your south, which I'll take you across the bridge down over here. There are some books here. One of them is missing. And your names are over where I've written them, so I'm moving you. There are a couple of books in here. Some that draw your attention are How to Set Up Your Own Prison in the Astral Plane. The
Recently
Lady
took
of
that one out.
Pain. The Lady of Pain, Sigil's Protector or Dictator. And I fucking hate this place, Cormyr edition. One book is missing. It's called Bronze Sojourns, Ancient Temples of Cormyr.
Ancient temples.
This was the forbidden section of what? Or there's just all for places.
And how do you spell Bajorns? Or
Bronze Sojourns.
Sojourns.
Braun is Braun.
Mhm.
Sojourn is Sojourns.
That isn't that the
Sojourners.
Yeah, it means like a short rest, a trip, a break.
Oh yeah, does the calculator at least have the author's name?
Nope. The calculator is surprisingly useless. The calculator.
Just literally a list of books.
But as I will reveal this to Haiku, it appears to be useless because it is clearly not set up correctly. It has not been fully utilized. Someone has produced a pretty fantastic piece of equipment, and the user doesn't really understand how to properly use it.
Classic buying professional grade equipment as an amateur.
That's extremely upsetting.
Could you read that out, Tom?
Garius/Alrius, NPC evolution. Hot NPC, good boy. Oh no, I had sexy thoughts about my brother NPC. Holy fuck, he is a bad guy. Holy fuck, he is the bad guy.
He is a bad guy. Oh no, he's the bad guy.
Big time. So those are the books in the places forbidden section. And you guys are still on the top floor, so you continue around. And as you do so, you go through the classroom. And out here, once again, you find yourself at the place where you see the knight, the depiction of Ogma as a knight. And here you hear a knock. Gung, 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 gung.
Where's that coming from?
Loud, thunderous knocking sound is coming from the floor below you, almost directly below you.
I knock back.
Is there a floor below us?
Yes, you're on the top floor. Or you're on the middle floor. You're on the second floor.
If we lean over the banister and look down, can we see that area of the floor below?
Sounds like someone is knocking on the front door.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know why that gave me the heebie-jeebies. Ew.
There's
that's the
someone
front
at
door.
the front door.
The
The phone rings.
Oh no.
Nobody's there.
Oh no, it's coming from inside the house.
I was gonna say the call's coming from inside the house. I want to get in a position to be able to see the front door and just wait and see what happens.
Sure. Okay. Everyone else want to do that, or what's your?
Could hold
what's
you by your ankles and dangle you off the edge.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, Aura actually will take it. Okay.
Like a bat.
Yeah, just like hanging.
Is that what you want to do?
Where do you walk into a library if it's just stood upside down?
Oh my
Aura.
God.
No, I'll be
Is
more.
that the
inconspicuous.
Oro?
She died, I thought.
easier to recognize when she's upside down.
That's right, we just flip the name upside down.
So we're just gonna try and we're gonna listen.
Yeah, we're gonna listen.
Listening.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to try to watch, but also from like a hidden position. But I'm prepared to leap over the banister and put the wings out and fly down if it's fucking Alrius, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
obviously it's not gonna be, but
That's gonna be every door now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So who's going to be the person that gets this? So a librarian that I'm not sure you haven't interacted with yet, who is a femme Arakocra. So a bird person, with like white feathers and a headscarf, walks towards the door. She passes underneath you, looking up for a moment to briefly see Oro's head dangling under the top, kind of just continues going, before getting to the large wooden doors that mean the entrance to this library, and the door is still gunk, 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 knocking away. And she kind of puts her head pretty close to, but not like on the door, but she replies, roll me a perception check, see how much of it you pick up.
All of us?
No, just you.
I help
As you
since
are.
I'm the one dangling.
Don't think you need to.
No.
never need to, and Oro's the one
Sus.
Is
listening.
Oro,
That is
Oro the bat?
ridiculous. That's a 33.
Modifier.
Oro's actually learned how to echolocate.
Pick this up. So you hear enough of it, not every bit, but that's only because of how far away you are. You hear a lot of this conversation. So this is librarian Muna, and she says, "Hello, we're closed." And you hear some. Oh, no, I'm sorry, we are closed. I'm sure Emissary is very far away, and I'm sure you've travelled for a great distance, but the doors are closed. It's hard to tell. I'm not sure how long we'll be open for, but if you travel next door, I'm certain they'll be able to find some space for you. As far as I'm aware, there's no difficulty with beds. You can stay. I'm sure you can stay. I'm hoping we do have the investigators underway. I think we'll be able to resume our normal works. I think the headmistress is the staff are running out of patience, and I think we'll be opening shortly. Okay, okay, good. Thank you for your patronage. Ogma bless you. And she steps away from the door.
A window that I could run to see if I could see who's walking away as they, you know.
You know what? Why not? Why not?
Library's got to have windows.
You gotta have windows. Why not?
So was that Immersea, they said?
Yes.
I.e. the place we've been to.
You see
You see, Immersea.
a little old lady walking away. You don't see the front of her, but you see the back of her head.
She doesn't have a giant snail, does she?
Doesn't have a giant snail, no.
That's not Immersea anyway, is it?
Not ever seen, nope.
Does she have a tattoo?
Gun.
She does have a wagon with her. And on the wagon it says Margaret's Tattoos.
Margaret's here!
We know that one!
Just went through all the old ladies.
Weird
We update the completionist tattoo to have a whip or a snake, like, wrapped around it.
Oh. Yeah, you're gonna have to think what you want in the tattoo.
Oh no.
Like what, like, thing?
Poor Thale's only been in the party for a little bit. Already
Sorry.
recruited.
Tattoo
Just
him
a
up.
little bit,
Like,
He's in.
You've got to get a tattoo, you've got to invest in this inn.
I was not invested in the inn
And
yet.
also, there's a payment for joining.
There's a
also
payment
going
plan.
up fee.
Also, you have to look after the gold ledger.
Yeah. Yeah. When we go back to the
None of us have
manor,
the mind for it.
We got
we go
no
back to the
money
manor,
out of anything that
we'll
we've
have
done
to
so far.
duft.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, he's gonna get a portion of that 1100. Just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
And he's just going to come straight back to us as part of his inn.
Exactly, his rent payment at the mansion.
Well, hang on, but what happens to Randall's share of the inn money then?
Well, this was split up between us three, and you. When Wendell died, I'm afraid Thale wasn't part of the party when Wendell died.
Wasn't in
That was
Randall's
in
will.
your own will.
It is,
Randall
actually.
didn't write, whomever replaces me gets my stuff.
Oh, that would have been good.
Imagine.
That would have been.
Wow, what a weird clause.
Next day, we happen to meet an adventurer, and we're like,
Shush,
Like,
shush.
you look an awful lot like Randall.
Wouldn't
Randall with a wig.
it be funny if Vale actually just looked like Grey Randall, not bald? Actually, would be really funny.
Grey Randall not bald.
This is the. I should have tried to persuade him to continue with the Rondell thing that I've been doing, where every now and again you get an NPC that's just Randall with a different letter changed.
Yeah, we met a whole bunch of them at one point.
Yeah,
Randall.
yeah.
I go back to the group. I don't know if anyone else ran to the window like I did.
Trying to
so
get
I go
Haiku
back
to
to where
pull me
everybody's at. Yeah. Do you remember when we got these and I pulled my sleeve up to show the tattoo?
Yeah.
How could I forget?
That was her.
Ooh.
I didn't even know she traveled.
You met her on the road.
Yeah, we helped defend her cat. A wagon.
I meant like. So it's one thing for a person to do that locally, but to come all the way.
All right. Yeah.
Not just, don't know why someone who gives magical tattoos would travel all the way to a library across the country,
Sorry, I have very, very extremely mild PTSD from the whole wagon thing, because I think that's from when I first discovered that wagons weren't any quicker than walking.
They're quicker than walking if you're carrying a lot of stuff.
And most importantly, you're not absolutely fucking exhausted after 8 to 12 hours in a cart because you've been sitting.
True.
The horses might be quite tired, but you aren't.
Hmm.
Or the oxen, or whatever you've got going.
Thale, we all have tattoos, and
Oh.
one of the little symbols is for Randall. But they're all magic. We all have little they're like magic infused from that lady. So we all have special things connected to the tattoo that are all like different. So I don't know. Maybe if you wanted to join in on the tattoo, you could. Maybe we could ask her. Maybe you could have a magical thing. If you wanted to.
You
no
don't have
pressure
to
there.
get one that matches, though.
Yeah, you could get your own cool one. That's fine.
Wait, no. But what
That's fine.
if they all joined and then we all die and then when they're identifying us, there's just one random person without a matching tattoo? There's no way of
Hopefully
linking
we
us.
wouldn't. Hopefully we won't be in such a state that the only thing that could possibly identify who we are is a scrap of tattoo left behind.
I could ask. I could tell them as well.
Everything's melted away except for our perfectly pristine tattoo.
Because they're magic, so they can't be
Oh,
destroyed,
yeah.
right? So the whole body is incinerated except for the tattoo.
All it takes is like one dragon and we're gone. Forever.
Wow.
Just a pile of ash and 3 tattoos.
and then one different tattoo of like, oh, this poor guy by himself.
Yeah, must have hated them 3 for an matching
Yeah.
Oh, I got caught in the crossfire. How tragic.
Maybe you get blamed.
Yeah.
They're like, wow.
Obviously it was him.
He's just their friend. You know,
Yeah.
Not part of the thing. But it's a friend.
Is it like a years of service thing? You get like more of the tattoo the more years you've served in the past.
Yeah.
The awkward thing is the first part of a tattoo you get is the Randall segment. So for a year, you've just got a tattoo about a dead guy who you've never met.
No. Oh god.
It's only on your 5th year do you get to add your own part to it.
What's the average lifespan of an adventurer?
Probably not that long on average.
No, not on average. The median is
It's like-
very low.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, how many on like the very first encounter are just instantly dead?
Kawaii died on our first mission.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who?
An NPC adventurer I stuck in their party just for the sake of murdering them.
Didn't one
They
of
were,
the
they were like an
One
ubu cute halfling
Yeah.
who had a voice like this. And they were like a warlock or something who prayed
I'm
to
really glad they died quick because I
Cthulhu.
would never have managed to keep that voice up.
Fucking fried your vocal cords, yeah.
there was someone from the party we were following who died in that sewers on their first
Yeah.
adventure as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh. The Suez Curse, as it's known.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon nearly died in those sewers.
Mm.
Well, from a direct result of those sewers.
Well, you got your festering wound.
Exactly. On the business
Yeah.
card. When does a Thale
Only
get a business
one
card? That's the
festering
question.
wound.
True.
Great question.
Does the business card have our tattoo sort of emblem on it?
Oh.
Because
It
if
sounds
it's
like if you want updated business cards, you've got to commission sleepiest underscore
Mm-hmm.
and sleepiest designs. Feel free to contribute to the Ko-fi !Ko-fi in the chat on twitch.tv/sleepiest underscore if you'd like to get involved. Have some custom art made for
You beat me
you.
to it.
Feel free to get some business cards made for the characters in your own parties. They're a hit.
I've got one, it's great.
I've got
Oh
one.
my god.
It's like here, but you can't see it.
I was like randomly in a completely unrelated Twitch chat the other day, like one of my Australians or something, and a person I'd never met before, never seen their name, had no recollection of this person. They were saying like bye to the streamer and thank you, and they used one of your emotes.
What?
And they were like, oh my god, yeah, I love Jenny. And I have no idea who this person is. And I was like, oh my god, me too. So you're like famous or something.
Wow.
Oh. Oh. Wait, we've just had a tip. Thank you, Cyborg, for the tip.
Aw,
Aww.
Where is it? There we go. £5
what a
tip
generous
towards
person.
D&D allowance. Thank you, Cyborg. It's very sweet of you. Appreciate it.
A good egg.
Good egg
Mhm.
indeed.
A good egg.
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 Ethel, if you get a tattoo, you also get a business card. So it's combo.
Oh, it's a combo deal.
Yeah.
It's a 2 for 1.
Well, I do like
It's a bug off.
business card.
We got him, boys. He's in.
I'm afraid you only get 1 business card, though. You are going to have to pay for the remaining 99.
They said that there was maybe room next door for them, so maybe we'll find them there after we're done in here.
Yeah. I guess while you finish finding the rest of the lost books, I could do a sweep looking for seeds. See if I can find anything pertinent.
Yeah, I can help.
I think
Okay.
if you're looking
Perhaps
for
there is a
seeds,
kitchen
yeah, your best place might be like a kitchen or a pantry or
or a cellar.
is like a garden.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like the ones that were used to make the poison, so they probably wouldn't just be like in the kitchen. But I could go to a kitchen and I could ask if anyone has taken a bunch of seeds. That would be a good thing to do there. But I
Yeah.
would assume that if they were in any way thinking ahead, they probably would try to hide the evidence until we're gone. So
Could be a hiding in plain sight type of deal.
could be. I guess the kitchen's is probably the best place to start. Can ask the cook, or at least find out where the seeds are kept if they have a garden here.
So you and Oro are going down to explore the kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these two seem to be doing great on their own.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, are we still checking books? Are we just librarians now?
Yeah, we've been tricked into becoming librarians.
Okay.
We're gonna be gone long enough that Oro and I are gonna come back, and they're just gonna be wearing the robes of the monastery.
Wheeling.
All
Shushing you,
converts.
running around with the trolleys.
This is way better than adventuring. I get free food.
Look at all these seeds I found.
No.
I've just got pockets full of seeds.
Just
It's
they're
like
not
it's like
sunflower seeds.
it's a bag of holding, but it gives you seeds instead of
Oh,
sprouts.
Holy shit.
oh my god.
Sprouts are superior.
To really
Not if you want to
get
poison
the
someone.
job.
Unless they're allergic to brassicas.
Right. You guys, on the top floor, Ethel and Haiku. You walk through the Bardic Magic section, in which you see titles such as The Fiddler on the Crypt, The Phantom of the Operating Theatre, Mamma Mia, The Plumber Artificer.
Oh.
That was a good one.
And
It's got a red and blue cover,
Definitely
doesn't it? That one?
taking an interest.
yeah,
in
it's
that.
got a red and blue cover. That's really funny. That's so funny. And simply Bats the Musical.
No.
Far superior.
I'm having a lot of fun with this. It took a long time to come up with some
I
of
can
these names, but it was worth it.
Uh-huh.
Finally, well, not finally, but the next place that you end up in is the religion section.
He didn't take any of the Bard forbidden books? Uncultured.
They aren't even forbidden.
These are
Oh,
books for everyone.
That's just a
rated E.
normal ass section.
okay.
And I'm gonna have to
I
read
was
some of
obviously offended.
These are so the religion section is huge, and there are actually 3 different separate sections I've got written titles for. You're going to go through all of them simply because I want to read them all out. These are all the E for everyone sections. One of these you've already read. Is the Leviatar, goddess with the least worshippers, sucker for pain. But there's also in that same section, Denia, Help Me, which is a book that is completely empty. Psalms for Ilmater, and RAP, Rhythm and Psalms.
2
other sections as well. You like that one, Dux? Let me just set my GM layer to maximum opacity. There we go. We've also got Gnomes Gone Wild.
Oh my.
In the religion section?
Yeah.
Gone.
Gond is the god. Eldath and Melil sitting in a tree. Walkeen and libraries. Controversy in the marketplace of information. It's a boring essay.
Swateen's a merchant one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Pelemvor, comma, most boring god of death. He is. And last but not least, the section that has Shah worship. Worship for losers. I can't. I can't believe it. The murder of the god of murder. Talos and Umberlee, gods of rocking the boat. And Tyr, a god out of place. It's funny because in Norse mythology, there's also a Tyr. I'm hilarious.
I feel like a lot of these just went right over my head because my lore is not strong
It's
enough.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. Many of
There
these
was
were
something
I
in
mean,
there for everyone.
Surely the one you did get though is the Murder of Baal book, right?
Yes, that definitely got that one.
Because Baal was murdered in our last campaign, and that's what.
Yeah,
one
he
of
was.
us
He
got.
was dead.
I sure do remember that.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's okay. Regardless, there is one book here that actually you may consider being worthwhile actually reading, and it's called The Moon Mother and the Mistress of Night. This
So not the-
particular text is
Shah worshippers are smelly poo-poos.
worship
job.
for losers. Also, these jokes are all for me, I think. these jokes are for Katie and Adam, and for anyone
Yeah.
else who is versed in some D&D lore. I mean, at least the religion ones are. Everyone else, I've in the other sections have been all
Mhm.
for everybody.
Tone
This
was low enough for
particular
me.
one has all sorts of information about how the origins of Shar and Selûne. And they describe in perhaps the first way that has ever been described. Maybe if Nurali were to read this would be a fresh perspective, given that she was brought up in a cult. Their origin stories are similar but not identical. So I'm going to read this, the kind of creation stories, and Nurali, you got to figure out how yours were different.
Okay.
So it begins with a ballad written by Vicini the Lark. From the shadows of chaos, two sisters are born, one bright Selûne, the other dark Shah. A harmonious balance soon to be torn, when Selûne gifts life with flame from afar. In the twilight of battle, one sister falters, but Selûne hurls magic in desperate power. From two sisters, one child in the balance alters. Mistradil's aid to Selûne ends Shah's dark hour. It upsets me how that doesn't rhyme in a normal, nice poetic sense. It's a ballad, so it's like a song, which makes it way less satisfying to read out loud with music accompanying it. But regardless, the tome describes how Selûne and Shah are twin sisters who are the essentially yin and yang sort of light and dark sort of imagery, where they are both, or were originally thought to be one entity, like two sides of the same coin, in a sense where they were always described as one and the other. And this is in deep history. And they are thought to be the first gods that were born. Beyond many of the other gods, they're the earliest gods to have been born, and that they are responsible for the creation of the universe. whilst they're responsible for the creation of the universe, they are not thought to necessarily be responsible for the creation of life. That is Shaunti, who they gave birth to, or rather, yes, together they gave birth to Shaunti, the goddess of life. But they had a spat, a falling out, and this is where they started to separate. Solune's belief was that life should propagate and there should be more of this wondrous life and creation and species and whatever, whereas Shah wasn't a big fan of the sun being created with Shaunti, and kind of wanted to smother it, get rid of the sun, get rid of life, go back to where they were before. This argument turned into them very much splitting and having an internal war begin, in which Selune hurled a piece of herself at Shah in which to injure her, doing so creating the goddess of magic, Mistral. And in this text, it describes that in their continuous fight, Selune makes allies, and Shah captures them. Shah's power grows by fortifying those that would do ill, and by manipulating the good and sorrowful to do dark deeds. She encourages us to keep secrets, because keeping secrets wounds us. She captures the innocents and wields them, or destroys them to acquire their power, as she has with gods and people incalculable. In this text, it describes how Shah has acquired the portfolios of several other gods. So Shah essentially becomes the goddess of other things by killing or controlling gods of those areas. Ithale, this is a kind of a light bulb moment for you. There is an explicit mention of the Raven Queen here, in which the Raven Queen is described as having the portfolio of memory, so the power over memory, being responsible for memory, and that is explicitly defined. There is no other kind of allusion to her, no other mention of her, until later on in the book, Shah is described as having a power over memory. So one could infer from that that Shah has either killed the Raven Queen and taken that power, or, as described earlier in the text, sometimes Shah has acquired powers by controlling other gods. So Shah's ability to manipulate memory, which is something that is quite relevant to the party, may be due to her dominion over the Raven Queen.
Ithale is keeping this book.
You mean checking it out at the library, or?
Sure, let's go with checking it out of the library.
I mean, you only pay the fine once you return it.
I'm sure you can adjust the calculator to say that it was never taken out anyway.
Let's not start stealing from the library.
Yeah, I'd be down for it, but it feels like a thing against Randall. Also, you still not got that tattoo.
We are trapped in here. I've agreed to the tattoo.
Excuses.
And the business card.
More excuses.
Okay. Now, without giving you that much of an opportunity to do or say very much, I'm afraid, because we're running out a little bit on time, and I want to
All we
I've got
need-
something planned.
Is what Grace said.
Uh.
Oh no, Alrius took that book too. How tragic.
You got a perfect alibi. Is that I would like you guys combined, and I'm sorry, Nerily and Oro are looking. You are investigating for suspicious-looking kind of phenomenon. You're looking for stuff, primarily seeds, pits, fruit, that kind of thing.
And
You
I
roll
think
me
it would be specifically like used up or boiled or like,
Yeah.
like they've been mashed or ground or something in some way. Make a what?
Stuck in a
an
stew.
investigation check, please, with advantage. As you are helping
Guidance.
one another.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use my lucky feet.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and I did say
Okay.
guidance. Hell
Very
yeah.
nice.
Ooh, 29. Oh, so close to a nice round 30. Isn't that sad? So close. Okay.
Do we
As
need a
you
30?
are, I'm not saying nothing. Not saying nothing at all.
Listen, I got a D6 and we're running out of time. So
That's what I'm
Yeah,
telling
that's
you.
true.
That's what I'm indicating.
maybe use my D6.
Okay.
It's crazy.
5.
Whoa.
Crazy.
34. That's so high.
If only you got 35.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm glad that you re-rolled because that would have been a really sad. That would have been a really sad way to end if you didn't roll high enough for this DC check. But you did. So actually, whilst you're investigating, you make your way down to where you know the kitchen is, and that involves going down the stairs from where you currently are. As you kind of take some steps down, Oro's eagle eyes spot something that Nugget is sniffling away at on the staircase. There is a spot of blood.
Spot of blood here, Nerly. Is there more spots of blood somewhere else? Like, is it leading from somewhere?
With a extremely high investigation check, you can absolutely follow that. You are able to follow small specks of blood as they appear in a path. They don't lead downwards. They lead over the bridge and towards Ethel and Haiku on the second floor. You pass Ethel and Haiku,
Follow us.
reading a tome. And towards a doorway that is in the center of this structure and up the stairs until you continue following those steps to the third floor, where you recall, not from previous experience, but from the dream version of this setting that you've been in a million years ago, that there is a door at the top of the stairs that leads to what was in your dream was the Tree of Knowledge. In real life, you've got no idea what's in real life, quote unquote real life. You don't know what it is. Regardless, you follow these steps to the third floor where you find the door, and that is where the trail of blood leads.
Oh no.
It looks like somebody has done an awfully thorough job in cleaning these specks of blood, because you've seen only very, very small indications of blood.
And there was none the other way from where we initially found them?
It appears to be going this direction.
What do you think's
You can
behind
tell
us?
because of the shape of the blood splatter. They're longer.
Sure.
You can tell which direction they're pointing. Go ahead.
Where does this door go? I know when we were in the Feywild, it went to the Tree of Knowledge thingy, but like, where does it go here? Obviously, I don't expect any of us to know that answer. But
Everything there seemed like similar but exaggerated and symbolic.
Hmm.
Maybe there is a lot of knowledge there. At the very least, she just kind of gestures at like whatever last bloodstain thing Oro pointed out. At the very least, there's something to find out.
Would Alrius have gone through this door? Like,
They said he left like normal.
and who would have gone through this door?
The tea was spilled on the floor. Maybe there was a fight.
Hmm.
Did you say that you gestured for Thale and Haiku to follow us, or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
How far through reading the book is Athale? Because he ain't going nowhere.
Let's say 3/4.
Oh my
If they're
God.
still.
Okay, well,
Not
after
moving.
saying follow me and then no one following me, we go back.
I mean, maybe Haiku did.
Maybe Haiku was like a donkey between two equally placed bits of food. He just stood roughly in the middle of the two groups.
He's halfway up the
Okay.
stairs. Or they're halfway up the stairs.
Okay. There's no like sign above the door or anything being like, this is the room of all your answers.
There is.
Actually
Convenient.
says that as well. Here lies answers.
Oh, surprisingly easy.
It reads the Cloister of Ogma.
Oh, that seems super off limits.
Haiku's gonna shout up the stairs. Do you want me to break it down?
What do you mean, do a little dance? All right now.
No. Oh, the door. Or the door.
Oh.
Does remind me, because I forget, does Haiku have Dispel Magic? Or is Thale our only Dispel Magic person?
I do not. Artificers have no access to it.
Can you come see if it's sealed at least? Like magically? Because I feel like they would do that.
Oh, is it trapped?
Yeah.
What if it's trapped?
We should probably check for that too.
I'll check for traps.
You check for traps. I'll check for magic.
Check it for traps.
Okay.
For magic.
Guidance. I do one, and then I wait for them to check,
Guidances,
and then
okay.
I do the other.
Holy shit. There's a lot of those today.
Oh my god.
We're investigating. Of course, there's. Oh, you meant the natural 20s. Just kidding.
Yeah. Okay. Crikey. Yeah. All right. Sure. Well, so with the Find Trap spell, you cast a spell, and you are able to sense the presence of any trap within range that is in line of sight. Not reveal, actually. Reveals that a trap is present. You don't learn the location of each trap, but you do learn the general sense of the danger posed by a trap that you sense. You do get the sense that there is a trap on this door.
Okay. There's a trap on this door. Okay, good.
Haiku, you're confident that there is some sort of latent magic here. It may be linked to this trap, but you have a strong sense that this is locked and that you would need more than simple thieves' tools to open it.
Do I get anything else for a 34?
I mean, you rolled
With
very high, but
proficiency?
you've asked for, is there magic here? And the answer is yes. It's not that much you can get.
Alright.
It's locked. It requires more than a thieves' toolkit.
Okay.
Lock set.
I go to get a Thale.
Yeah, it needs a fail. I hate to say it.
Tail's a fast reader.
if
They'll-
I'm done.
I need your help.
Okay. You may want to read this book. I am keeping hold of it.
Okay.
You can read it over my shoulder. Whilst I read.
I will turn the pages.
It speaks to my heart.
Okay.
What is the matter? How can I help?
There's a closed door with some sort of magic seal.
Ah,
And we found a trail of blood. Very faint, looks like they cleaned it up. But it's possible that Master Cole's defended himself somewhat and somebody is up there tending some wounds.
I see. Well, how would you like to get in? Would you like to get in by knocking?
Well, there's some magic there, and I happened to notice that you were able to dispel a barrier of some kind.
Ah, yes. Well, I could also unlock the door if it is locked. But it is less subtle.
Yeah. I think Oro can handle that once the magic's gone. She's
Yeah,
pretty good
we
at
know
that.
how to open doors. It's magically sealed. Magically sealed.
Well, yes, I am aware. But okay. Alright, I'll use Dispel Magic on the door.
Okay. What's the name of the spell I'm looking for?
So I don't know if I would know how Dispel Magic worked. What classes can take Dispel Magic?
Wizards.
Just wizards?
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
Okay.
Wizards, the best one.
Wizards. I know, wizards.
I don't want to metagame, but if sorcerers or clerics can take Dispel Magic, then I would probably guidance you just in case. But if neither of those classes could, then Nerly wouldn't think to do it.
I have no idea. I don't
I'm looking it up
remember
right
having
now.
access to it when I played a cleric.
I'm thinking
Nerly can have
sorcerers
it.
would.
Because clerics can have it, Adam says.
Oh,
Oh, cleric and sorcerer.
maybe I was just dumb and I
Artificer,
didn't take it.
bard, cleric, druid, paladin, sorcerer, warlock, wizard. So every caster, even druid, can have Dispel Magic. Okay, then I'm going to guidance
Right.
you when you dispel it just in case.
You are okay. You automatically succeed.
Hey.
I should double check which what the spell was.
Mhm.
So Haiku's amazing natural sense of magic is still reverberating around the room since the nat 20 gave him a 30.
Not 30.
It can tell that the magic that was trapping the door has been removed.
So the magic's been removed, but there's still a trap on it.
No, the trap is gone. It is
Oh.
still locked.
That was the correct spell to use then.
Ah. Well, that's just a lock, though, isn't it?
I could handle that as well, if you would like.
Go on. Go on then.
Haiku runs at the door.
No.
Shell first. No items on there anymore. It's fine.
Right.
Okay. So it's been a while since I've done something like that.
It's the vitamin D.
We've been out of the sunlight long enough. Yeah.
Hey,
there's some
all I'm
trees.
saying, recall back to one of the first quests we were on with Haiku, and we did the whole, fucking super shell type of
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, I'm yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Now I'm a bit lighter.
Oh, you mean the extremely flimsy door that you broke before, compared to the magically
Oh, it
sealed
wasn't
door?
a door last time. It was a person. But yeah.
Oh no, there was a door. You did it when you were in
Really?
Mouth of Gargoyles. Yeah,
Oh, I did not remember that.
that might be the last time you did it. The first time
Oh.
you did it was when you knocked over Padlo Lily.
Oh, I'm probably thinking back to that because of what happened after.
I suspect. Yeah. All right. You run into the door, and there is a massive noise as you do so. The door still stands, and it echoes.
Echo. Royal Library.
Well,
That may have been as loud as my method.
Oro, can you try? I just sadly guidance Oro.
Yeah, I'll try. 26. If I
Plus guidance.
roll 4, 3.
Okay.
not quite 30 again.
I only was
Although-
at 30.
You are unable to open it.
Wow.
All right, if fail, I guess whatever you are gonna do.
The cats knock on the door.
It opens.
Just not-
It does also make a sound that reverberates for 300 feet.
Yeah, it's a very, very
It's
loud spell.
extremely
I was
loud.
about to ask you what it is that your magic looks like, / also sounds like.
I haven't thought about what it sounds like.
Could you make it sound like the front door knocking?
Ooh,
Uh,
really
Well, it
could
is
be
a
a-
loud knock. It says
Yeah,
when you
it is
cast
just a
spell,
loud
knock.
It's just like a loud knock on the door.
Yeah, but I asked that question so that you could explain that it was a loud knock.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, it's a loud knock. With a mildly magical tinge to the edge. A little sparkle of sound on the edge.
I
It's a
would like you to
sparkly knock.
describe what it is, what it looks like to cast the spell.
It looks kind of like it's almost like there's like a short dance period that leads up to it, and it just kind of it ends with like a flourish, and then kind of just like a flat palm onto the door. It doesn't look like there's a huge amount of force to it. And as that happens, there's like a
Gentle
roll of
tap.
like purple kind of energy goes down the arm, and then it hits, and it's just like a massive explosion of sound, and then the door gently opens.
I love that.
Sick.
As the door gently opens, I love the idea of like you
Wait,
gently
sorry,
putting your
sorry,
hand
sorry.
against it.
Wait, sorry. Oro said sick to that, even though it was significantly louder than what I did. Any comment about it being loud?
You acted
He
irrationally.
expressly said it was
That's
going to be loud before he did it. And he asked for
And-
permission multiple times. He offered his help several times before doing it. Unlike you, who just slammed into a door.
And my method
I'm
opened
technical-
the door.
I'm an integral part of this group. I don't need to ask permission.
Oh, and yet still not OG. So as the door opens,
All right.
Oh, humbled real quick.
the door opens. In the room, you see a smaller circular chamber that is lined with, as you might imagine, more books. At least there are books in the bookshelves around, but for the most part, parchments that have been rolled up and kind of sealed as they are lining the walls. The books are there, far and few between, and compared to the plethora of parchments, there is a small kind of shrine at the other end of the room. You can see that this room is used for small ceremonies, rituals, because you can see that there are some unlit incense candles, that kind of thing. Incense candles, incense censers, those kinds of things. But the most kind of concerning and immediate thing that you noticed in the room is the dead body in the center of the room. At least its feet are in the center of the room. Its body is kind of propped up against the wall. It is a red tiefling. And that's where we'll end our game.
Ah,
I feel like we-
I have questions. No.
Red teeth.
Damn it.
I feel like we met a tiefling.
I was gonna say, weren't they?
I mean, if they
We'll
are
find out next week.
Didn't they come talk to Albert?
We'll find out next week.
Yeah, dang it. Dang it.
They're all
No.
dead.
They're all dead.
But the knock reverberates. It's well known that you've been poking around places.
I nearly used it earlier when we were somewhere else and there was a locked door. Or when the Thale was somewhere else and there was a locked door.
Well, we got all sorts of shit done today. Poked around. I got to read a bunch of my funny pun names for books that I'd written. You guys got to do a bit of fun RP stuff. Found some books. Covered some lore.
Yeah.
Can't believe I forgot
especially
about the
the-
chain sounds in the dream.
Yeah. Chains of Godor. Big thing.
You gotta pay attention to all the little things.
All the little
Always
things.
sprinkling. He's always sprinkling.
He's always
real.
sprinkling.
It's a well-seasoned campaign.
Yeah. Seasoned all the way through, not just at the end.
My favorite thing is that is sprinkling something earlier that I know that I'll have to pick up later and expand on, but not having the idea yet. I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this. I know I'll do something with this later, and I'm not telling you which bits I have and haven't done that with, but it's still funny.
That also makes it that like there's lots of things that are then sprinkled that then nothing happens to, so it's not like. Otherwise, it would be like, oh, he's sprinkled something in now, and there's clearly relevance.
Yes, there needs to be a variety
mean-
of sprinkles.
Admittedly, at the time, your dream was weird, and you heard the crinkling, clattering of chains.
Chains, yeah.
Yeah, it was just the amount of time that had passed in real life that made me forget that. Because at that time, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna find out what this means eventually.
But also, it could be symbolic. At least
True.
the first time you hear it could be symbolic.
Yeah.
When you
That's
hear
true.
the Chains of Godor, it sounds a little less symbolic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. We got to the end of our game there, chums. I'm glad we didn't storm too much of the stuff that I prepared. I did loads of prepping earlier. It was a very good day for prepping.
Proud of you.
Half of my prepping was this, half of it was far future stuff. And I was feeling very accomplished, and it's because I took a nap yesterday. And usually my Sundays I wake up super duper late because it's just like me on Saturday I'm like I want to do shit with my day. On a Sunday I'm usually like I want to just be dead to the world and rejuvenate as much energy as I can. But I did that by having a nap yesterday. I was ready and raring to go.
Speaking of naps, damn. Time.
And we take about an 8-hour nap.
Right,
Okay.
GG's, chums.
GG's. Let's do a
Thanks for
little
games.
raid. These people are playing a D&D 2, so if you'd like to come by and spam some hearts, that'd be appreciated.
D&D 2?
The second
Whoa!
God.
Just everyone making the joke.
One brain cell.
Yeah. Good job.
Bye, chat.
Alright, we might pause on the skipping to end screen, so do a face if you wanted to. We did pause, so give it a second. Great face, Jack, on that one. Alright, we'll see you guys next
Proud of
week,
that one.
I think. See you then. Bye.
Bye.